out. Yo, I had a live the other day, and in the first like 30 seconds of the live, I was cussing up a storm because IG kept doing this crap to me where they like to just kick out my sound. And I'm not even, my hands are here. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything to this damn phone, and they just be kicking out my sound all the time. It's so annoying. It's so annoying when they do that. It's aggravating because I'll be in thought and then I can't always save it because it takes me a minute to, like, you know, write down what I want to put down in the live and make sure that I'm covering everything. Then I have to start it over. Jeez Louise, IG, stop it. It's after 5:30. God. All right, let's go. So, yo, I'm telling you, I'm not touching it. It's stationary. That's why I could maneuver around. All right, so I was telling y'all, this app. Share this live out. We about to do some budgeting, and you know, about to get some gems. We always giving out bars on the lives. Always. Happy Veterans Day, y'all. Appreciate you guys that are in service or do service or show service. We appreciate y'all for, you know, handling the government the way y'all do. So, this is app called Truebill, Trubill. I don't use it a lot, but I do like it because it shows you what subscriptions you have. And y'all know y'all just like putting stuff on subscription, so you don't have to think about paying for it. But y'all leave it there on subscription, you know? And all of a sudden, you got $20, $30, $40, $50, $60 coming out every month on subscription in little increments, $6.99 here, $7.99 here. Like, you gotta get that in check. You gotta get that in check. You have to get that in check. You have to get those bills in check, right? I don't use Truebill. I'm honest to God, this is me. Me and Budget Book all day. I'll write it down. So y'all gonna do this budget. Y'all dad gonna do this budget with me. For real. So what you gonna do, this is what I do, right? Because you can't start getting a whole bunch of credit. Give me that card back. You can't start getting a whole bunch of money, and you don't know how to handle money you got. Like, you know how they say, like, the Lord will bless you on what you are able to handle. So if you can't handle 5,000, how the hell you gonna handle 10,000 and 50,000 and 60,000 if you can't manage 5,000 properly? Like, how does that work?
Absolutely.
How does that work? So we gotta get these budgets. We gotta get these budgets under control. You guys, actually, every 2 weeks, I normally do my budget. I did not do it on today's the 10th. I did not do it the last week of October. I don't remember what it was, but I know that I was stressed out. That last month. You guys gotta be doing your budgets. You know why? Because half the stuff with credit to cash, you have to have a budget. You have to. I can tell you right now, I got $13,000 worth of merchandise at my house. Still, my cars look sort of crazy. Still. But I have to budget. I have to say, all right, these items, this credit card has this balance because of this. I'm waiting for this to come in. Once this comes in, I'm gonna pay this card off with this. Da da da. You have to have a budget, because if you sit there, right? If I sit there and me and Tevin help you get 100,000 in credit, 150,000 in credit, you're gonna think you have $150,000. No, Heifer, you have 150 in credit. And we do not endorse liability spending. I don't endorse liability spending at all. So you have to do a budget. Like, you have to. What's his name? Top Dollar was saying earlier, like, oh, we need to teach people how to structure themselves for the bag. You need to structure your personal expenses. Structure every part of it. So I literally have sections. Literally, I'm gonna open the book. I literally have down what's my monthly bills. And I love that Tanya came on yesterday and she said she figures out what's her business overhead and what's her personal overhead. And that is how I'm gonna Chanel, girl, I'm gonna pin that Chanel pinned, right? I'm gonna tell you, I literally write it down. All my bills is written down. Monthly subscriptions, right? Then I have another sheet, because I'm old school, I ain't gonna lie. I got business bills. How much my virtual offices cost, how much my virtual my numbers cost, how much how much it is for my emails every week. What's my system? Like, what am I using? Whatever I'm using for my systems, what are those? My recurring bills. It literally says it right here. I ain't gonna show y'all my biz naive.
Biz naive.
My biz naive. I've been saying that since ever since Scrappy on Love and Hip Hop. Don't ask me why. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. What did I say right there? Recurring bills, overhead. Right? That's what's overhead. So y'all actually have to sit down. Don't think, oh, I'm going to get this money and then I'm going to flip it and turn it. And if you couldn't flip your personal expenses, you can't flip the business. If you can't flip what you got now, how the hell you going to flip? How the hell you going to flip a bigger bag if you can't flip your bag? You can't flip that Walmart bag you got now. How the hell you going to Saks? Let's be real. Let's be real. You have to do a budget. You absolutely have to budget. Have to.
Yeah.
Have to. I'm gonna talk about this every day on the live. You have, like, did you do your budget yet? Y'all need to budget. I literally said to myself, and I said I have to reassess everything because I did move, and I factored in my tolls. I factored in my tolls into my move. I didn't realize how much I was going to actually need though. Like I gave myself, I said, all right, $500 to $600 in tolls. I don't know where the hell I've been going. My shit was $800. I'm like,
You ain't think about the weekend. You ain't think about the times you was going to the city just cause.
I didn't check that. I didn't factor that. See now, those tolls, that's gonna readjust my budget because that money gonna come from somewhere else. Although I'm flipping my cards, I still have to know how much I need to flip.
Right.
It's all down to the numbers, right? So you need to write down, and y'all can write this down. How are we gonna do this budget? You need to write down what's your income. What's all your income? All of it. Every piece of income you got. Girl, I got the pass. They just hitting my credit card.
Yeah,
I got the pass.
Yeah.
The pass ain't free.
Right.
The pass ain't, unless your pass free, you can send that over to my P.O. box.
It's funny. I used to have the one from my job that Con Ed provided to us.
Oh, you can run that up?
This is before I got into my accident, but I used to have it. I don't have it no more. But yeah, I could went anywhere. It didn't matter.
You could have sent that over the head to Sheeta 3. That's it. I ought to get that car to run for its money, clearly. So you have to write down what's your income, right? Because if I teach you how to flip these cards and you make these money off these cards and you don't have a budget, you're gonna screw yourself up.
This is true.
I don't have an issue looking at my credit card balances and them shit look absurd because I know, all right, on the 15th and the 20th, on the 5th is normally around the 15th and the 30th, I do my bills. I don't have a problem. Cause I sit down, I do my budget. I know what I gotta do. Even if I say I like to have fun, I like to travel, I allot money for everything. Nah, I do it bi-weekly. Shit changes.
You said you thought it was for the year, Deborah? Nah.
That's for the year? No, that's for this month.
It'll be every month.
That was for this month. I do my budget. You should write down what's your income. Write down what's your income. That's the first thing. Write down what's your income. Put that at the top. To be honest, I don't even like to be close to it.
Yeah, I undercut my income.
I put the exact number, but then I take out exactly what I know. I keep myself at like, I'm gonna tell you, I keep myself at less than 65%.
Okay.
I try to of my W-2 income, not like my business income. So when I was doing it, I would do my W-2 income, both of them, and then like my side hustles, right? Because like we said, if you can't flip the bag you have, if you can't flip your W-2 money and turn that into like a little recurrent income for yourself, when you go get a business, you're not gonna do that either. So you got to learn how to handle the money you got now. You have to. So I'll sit there and I'll break it down. What's my rent? What's my car note? What's my insurance? What's my cell phone? What's all my bills? Every single last bill that you have to pay. So what's up, Joe? Every single bill that you have to pay, you're gonna write it down. Write it down. What bill you have today. Total all of that shit up. On top of that, you're going to see what things you're paying. What are you paying for regularly? So you have to buy clothes. You have to buy food. You have to buy gas. You have to, but certain things you have to pay for, and there's no actual price on it, right? For me, I fill up my car every week and a half. Although lately it's been hella emotional, and this car going to need to go if it keep doing this, right? It's going to need to kick rocks if it keep fluctuating. So go ahead, and you're going to go ahead and write all that down. What do you spend money on? What do you spend money on? Now, make a section for what do you like to spend money on, right? What do you like to spend money on? And the reason why I like to actually go through it myself is because it makes you, if you make a computer do it and you never actually like do it like yourself, it makes you aware of where you spend your money. Like the first time I did it 2 years ago, I'm like, I'm fat. My ass is greedy. Yo, my ass is greedy as shit. I'm like, yo, what? And I wasn't even working 2 jobs at the time. I was taking these classes for this freaking teaching thing for like a semester, and I couldn't work for a semester. Where the food? What the food is? What the food is? How much money I spent on food?
Food is the biggest expense.
Bruh,
Food is the biggest expense.
My ass was at a restaurant, ordering lunch. What? Oh, extra. Oh, let me get the appetizer. Let me get the appetizer and the dessert. And a shake to go. Matter of fact, let me get another container because when I get home, I'll be hungry again. Yo, hungry and food. Hungry and food. Pure nonsense. There's no reason for that. On top of that, here's the stupid part. I was buying food and I was going grocery shopping. Make it make sense. I was buying food and going grocery shopping.
Who you was going grocery shopping for?
Myself. While I still went out to eat.
Nah, you lying. You ain't go out to eat and then still go. Oh, so you was wasting money.
Bruh.
You was wasting food. Okay.
I was just, here you go. Just bugging out. Paying for people. Hell no, I ain't do that. I'll pay for like one person, but for the table, hell no. Nah. Cash at me. Hell no.
Nah. Points though.
Run that back. That's a MS play in itself. Bugging out. I would go, and I would go spend like $100 on groceries. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna cook this week. Then wake up, damn, I'm late. Run out the door. Damn, I'm hungry. Let me order something real quick. All right, tomorrow I'm gonna cook. Yo, next time I turn around, broccoli done turn brown. What the hell? And you know what? Broccoli turn brown. That shit stink.
It do.
That shit stink. Y'all gotta do. I'm not in the car. I'm home today. I had a day off. I'm chilling.
You're saying for Auntie Jamaican barrel, I'm dead.
Yes, I would. Yeah, gotta pay for that shit too. She always sending barrels to Jamaica. It's always a barrel. Oh, we gotta send out the barrel. The lettuce turn brown. I get mad, Joe. The what you call it? That the potatoes start growing new potatoes. Like I was bugging. This is what I'm saying. Write on your budget, and then stick to it. Once I stopped doing that after I wrote down my budget, and I realized I was paying almost $500 to $700 in food a month, and that was more. I didn't even realize that was most of my money at that time. Fucking out. So now you're gonna write a budget down. You're gonna write your budget down. See, when it gets like that, you gotta go to Ruby Tuesday and get all you can eat salad bar entree. Eat the bar for your meal and take the entree home for later. Yo, I'm weak. That's a hack. We don't got no Ruby Tuesday out here. No Ruby Tuesday in these streets. So we gotta learn how to handle this money we got. So we got the income going. Right? Then you're gonna write down all your expenses. After you do that, before you do that, you're gonna actually take out the money that I take my savings out first. My savings comes out first. If I said to myself, I'm saving $1,500 out this check a month, I'm taking it out. And this is for y'all who don't live off credit. If y'all don't flip cards, stuff like that, you don't have any side hustle. Right now, you on W-2. Before you start trying to get all this business funding and all this other shit, because you're going to think that you have money if you don't allot your money properly. They give you this money to run business. They don't give you this money to run up the store.
And they'll ask you what you're paying for and why you're paying for this. They'll ask you for invoices, receipts, everything like that. Because if you got a business card and you go in, unless you understand how to speak to these creditors and things like that, if you got these business cards, right? And I'm not saying anything's wrong with going to Saks Fifth Ave, but if you go to Saks Fifth Ave and try to just run it up all the time, and that's the only thing you're running it up, sometimes like fintech banks, they love to ask. Capital on Tap, Divvy, they'll love to ask. They love to ask, yo, why are you purchasing from Saks Fifth Avenue? This is a business account. You know, if you tell them, hey, you know, I got company outings, I got company giveaways to do, things like that, they don't care. And as long as you can provide a receipt, they don't care. You just have to understand that.
They do be on it. They do be on it. So you got to do this budget, all right? You got to do this budget. Then you got to make sure that after you figure out what you can put aside, cut your expenses, and a lot money for your fun. Do not say, oh, I'm not going to be going out. I'm not going to be doing this. Because if you don't plan for it, you'll spend into yourself because you think you got it.
Facts.
You have to plan for it. So I give myself, even though I preach a lot about flipping these cars, stuff like that, I still, to do what I want to do, I would have to flip 10,000. If I don't have time to flip 10,000 and get 10,000 cash, then I'm gonna have to make sure that I can flip 5. I flip my overhead. My overhead is about $4,200 a month. Now, actually, thanks to Easy Pass, it went to 45. Thanks, Easy Pass. Right? So I do enough to flip that, and then I have other businesses that cover other things. But you have to allot for your fun. Don't think that you're not gonna go out. Oh, because you are. Oh, because you are gonna go out.
Facts.
Chanel, you definitely gonna go out. Joe is definitely gonna go out. Y'all gonna go out. Plan for it. So at least you know, all right, for this month, I got $300 to go out. Top dollar, you're definitely going out. I got $500 to go out for the month. So when you hit that number, or mentally, you know, like, I'm going out this week, I'm going to swipe my credit card, but I know in the back of my mind, I only got $500 technically to go out for this month because I got goals. I got shit I got to do. Unless unless me flipping this bag or me going out is going to turn to a bigger bag, all right, bet I can allot something else for that. But it's important that you plan it, because if you don't plan it, you're going to run yourself into a hole. The moment I started prioritizing exactly what I do, I literally started to make it where I'm like, all right, I spend $120 on groceries every 2 weeks. I literally said that. I took out cash out of my account. This is how I had to train myself. I bought it on my credit cards. I definitely went to store my credit cards. I took out the cash and I moved. I only left the money in my account that was going to pay my cards off and my bills. Anything else, anything in excess, I put some in my savings and the rest of it I put in an investment account, and I left it at that. So any money I had in my checking account was either to pay bills or that was the rest of my money to go out with. So I know that if I had $800 left in my checking account and I'm like, my cell phone bill is this, once that comes out, boom, that paying that credit card. And I look at it and I'm like, oh shit, I know I put $300 to go out this month and I'm paying off my credit card. I'm not looking at my credit card limit as how much money I have. I'm looking at what's in my debit account, what's in my checking account, not debit, because debit cards are trash. But I'm looking at what's in my checking account as to how much money I have left. Although there was money around me, because it flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, in ever increasing amounts, at that moment in my checking account, if I have $1,000 in there, that's how much money is going to go towards paying off my credit card. So I can't spend $1,500 on my credit card if there's only $1,000 to pay it off in my checking account. I ain't saying I'm broke. Hell no. Hell no. But you have to have that kind of discipline. If you got to take yourself to that point and then go ahead and move this money around, move that shit here, move that shit there. This is actually how I started having early relationship with banks, because I would hide money from myself. Literally, I would hide. I had to train myself. I would hide money from myself to the point where now I'll forget. I dead forgot I had an account with Brent in it until I was going through I was going through my debit account, booklet, and I said, "Oh shoot, I do got an account with so and so." I went to the app to open it up, and I'm like, "When the hell did this shit? That shit was there from last year. I dead forgot." I was like hiding money from myself. I had to figure out a way to be disciplined for myself. Like, how do I hide this shit from me? Because I had bad habits. We was raised on liability shit. It took me probably 2 years to get to the point. I had to figure out how to do it, like hide it from myself. Put it in investment, put it here, put it there, put it like literally. I think I still have an investment account that I had bought when I first started investing. I had bought some Apple shares on like an E-Trade account. I honestly forgot the goddamn password. I need to go reset it. But I put like maybe $1,200 in there like 4 or 5 years ago. I saw the account 2 years ago. I'm like, oh, it looks good. Where Apple going? We go on iPhones right now. Everybody's got an Apple card. Where they going? Stock looking good. Look at me. Everybody get an Apple card. Stock going up. It definitely tripled from where it was 5 years ago. I forgot that shit. Honest to God, I forgot that shit was there. I had to start hiding it from myself. So if you're not the type of person that can handle a lot of money, you have to figure out how to handle the shit you have. I suggest hide money from yourself. We already told you how to get these credit unions. You could build relationships with them by hiding money from yourself. If you got a check if you got a check, your bank, not your bank, your employer, they could split your check up. Most HRs can send your money to 2 different accounts.
Direct deposit forms. Yeah, any direct deposit form.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
You could do that up to some companies allow you to do 4.
Yeah, 4. You can split your check 4 ways.
And say I want 30% to go to bank A, 20% to go to bank B, 40% to go to bank C, and the 10% to go to bank D. And you can discipline yourself that way. So your money, the only money that comes to you is the 40%. You gotta live off of that. The rest of that shit goes there. Or however you do it that it makes sense for you. But it also helps you to get ACH deposits into these accounts. Because some of these credit unions we're telling you about, you might not live in the area and it might be harder to get money in there. So what's the best way to get money in there? ACH it right there. Most of these banks have Zelle, and if they don't have Zelle, guess what? You don't need to access it anyway because you need to find some discipline. That's why I started hiding my money. I started hiding my money from myself. I'm like, I need discipline. I need to show myself structure. Like, I need to find it for myself. I had to force myself. That's why I started with MCU, because none of the ATMs work. So I could never get money out that goddamn bank. Never. Could never get money out that bank because the ATMs never, you'll go in, maybe 10 ATMs. None of them take deposits. One might give you cash and one might work, and the line is out the door.
My dad,
which I gotta find discipline.
I don't even know how to use it.
That shit is a struggle. That shit is a struggle. It's a struggle. Now, as you're building your discipline, though, you'll notice that now you got these bank accounts open with these banks. These ACH deposits are going in there, right? The ACH is your direct deposit from the check.
Yes.
ACH is your. I don't know what the ACH stand for, but it's a direct deposit.
It's like the same. It's the same thing like a wire transfer, right? It's a direct deposit. So when you see ACH transfers and stuff like that, it's basically the same as a wire transfer.
So your job, when they send it to your check, you can split it. Chase, Wells Fargo, NIH, FCU, Teachers Federal Credit Union, and now you building relationships with all of them because you got deposits going in
deposit,
there. Yeah, you got direct deposits from the job. Now they know you work. They know you work. They know you got consistent money coming in that account, and you're also helping yourself budget. So I'm telling y'all, if y'all do yourself a favor, if you have a W-2 job, ask your HR, do your budget first and see what you need to come into your main bank. What needs to come into my main bank so I can handle my main self, right? What do I need to cover my bills and cover the shit I actually want to do, my fun? Now, what am I putting away from myself so I can focus on living on less than I am? Because as we listen, we get into the bag. We understand how to handle money now. We understand how to handle business. But we're not gonna get to $1 million and we're spending $1 million. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We get into $1 million and we're still living at the means that we need to live. Yeah, we can have fun. You can have $1 million fun, but we ain't having bad $1 million habits. Nah, it don't matter. You can split it up. For the ACH transfers, you can split it up. Your job is gonna do it.
And
Your
they're
job is
actually a
gonna do it.
percentage. They're actually a percentage or a specific amount.
Yep. They're
Either
gonna
or, it's
ask you.
fine.
Literally, at one of my jobs, I have it going 3 different ways. I have one, and that's why I say I be forgetting. I forget, which is a good forget because I've hid it from myself so much that now I only really live off of this amount. I put it aside. If I do summer school, my summer school check never came into my main account ever. It never came in my main account. I didn't even look for it because that's not what I'm living off of. You have to budget. Like it's no ifs, ands, or buts. And once you do that and you look at your statement dates, Joe, because I didn't forget your homework. Oh, Joe thought I forgot. Joe thought I forgot. Right? Joe thought I forgot. You have to write down your statement
Not a
dates.
weekend.
Now, this makes it easier for you to, he thought I forgot. I don't forget that. Now this makes it easier for y'all to actually sit there and say, okay, I have this amount on my credit card. I pay this off. And then you keep your this way you'll keep your credit card limits or your credit card utilization down because you've been budgeting. So you know exactly when to pay your bills because it's on your mind. You're not obsessed with it, but around the time you have a certain date. So what I also started doing, I also started putting my statement dates reminders on my phone. So I know when I have to pay stuff off.
What about your minimum dates? So what I did with my minimum dates?
I do my statement dates. I do 2 days before my statement date and I don't use the card. So for the most part, I'll do on my statements, I'll either zero my card out or I'll put it to like 3% or whatever the balance is. So if I know I zeroed it out, I'm not gonna look at my due date because if I zero it out by the time they report it, the statement balance as of October 28th was $0. So they gonna what's amount due? $0. I'm not gonna owe you shit. Unless I'm like, I left a balance there, something for them to eat on, so they can stop, being all that. How
They
they
be
act.
on it, yeah, they be on it. But
They
with my minimum dates, so with my minimum dates, what I did too is like when you get to the point that we're at right now, when you have multiple credit cards, I moved half of my minimum due dates on one date. So I put like one of them on like the 14th. So like 7 of my cards are on the 14th, and then the rest of them have like 10 more cards on the 28th. So all my minimum due dates are due on only 2 days instead of 17 different days. You get what I'm saying?
Definitely. That's definitely something I also went and did. All my dates are either in the middle. They either I have the 10th and the 13th, and then I have the 28th. Literally. You have to sit down. Didn't know existed in Maryland. First Financial Credit Union. I'll be writing these out. Oh, Chanel, I didn't think about your Green State.
Yeah.
I didn't have time today.
I
didn't forget about your Green State.
Nah, I was looking into it. We can talk about it later.
Does it hurt to pay the minimum payment? So I was taught by one of my cousins that works in the bank. She said pay $1 over. If you can't pay a whole bunch and you like, I'm only have the minimum, try to pay, instead of being 25, pay 26. Because they'll look at that like, oh, you've been paying the minimum payment, You can pay 26. It tricks the algorithm. It tricks it. I learned that from one of my cousins. She's a business banker. But she's not. You know what's crazy? I love her to death. She's a business banker, but she's not into business. She just knows what they taught her.
Where's she at?
We need to tap in.
Yo, Ricardo! Mr. Deal Closed. I had to put your whole name out there. All the value guys you give. Yes, I wrote that down. I wrote that bank down. First Financial Credit Union in Maryland. I'm going to see if they take the Consumer Credit Council. I'm going to see if they take that.
Oh, yeah. Once you got that, you can get into a bunch of these credit unions.
Yo, no bull. On the morning call, he got kicked out. On the morning call, they oh wait, Ricardo, where you at? Sorry. On the morning call, literally we have 4 people sign up for that. So I got my certification. I say that's easy. Consumer Credit Council, go get that. Go get that.
And get
We know about
plugged
business
in.
credit? Yo, bro, we talk about business credit every day. Every day. Every day I go live. You can go from my live from the beginning till now. We talk about business credit every day. But I wanted to talk about the budget. We talked about the budget. I want to talk about Cam talking about y'all with these student loans.
Oh, let's get it. Let's get it. Y'all hate,
We
yo.
talked about the budget every day. We talk about these business credit every day. We talk about running these banks up for their money. But we have to talk about actually getting Reese B.O.B. Reese, you tap it in. I could pull you up here, Mr. Yeah, Mr.
Yo, I can't see comments again.
Yo,
I can't see new
Ricardo's
comments for some reason.
Huh?
I can't see comments. For some reason, I'm like, Instagram been tripping on my comments.
Instagram been tripping lately, period. What he want?
Oh, you know that.
He gonna come back. Mr. Deal Close, I'm telling y'all, I've been praying about meeting dope people. Matter of fact, hold on. Before he come back, I'm gonna bring her up here. She took my class last week. And how you gonna request? And then all right, here we go. I think he back. What's up?
we back.
Mr. Deal Closer?
Up?
Good.
How are you guys?
I'm
Chilling,
great.
chilling.
Good. I know you was cursing me out like you keep coming on my live. you just listen in, leave, come back. I ain't feel honored enough yet to get on your live. That's why.
Oh, that's what happened. Oh,
Yeah. I ain't feel honored
go sit
enough.
down real quick. So nah.
Ricardo is the man with a plan. You know what? I dare wrote him. I was like, first of all, you're not gonna keep coming to my live and hopping back out in all caps.
Word.
I said, next time you come to live, you're gonna bring your ass up here.
Just like a sister would. Curse you out.
Right. Yo, that for real. Rashida is that sister that'll curse you out and don't care.
What I said, Tevin, I need you to do the funding part. He said, yeah, Rashida, because it's you. I said, honest to God, you said no. You to get. I was gonna start yelling. I was gonna start acting up.
Yo, everything.
I was gonna call wifey. I was gonna be like, yo, I don't know who he told no to, but no means next opportunity. So he need to change that word. So I brought up Ricardo up here, and Kim, I promise you, if you got time, this man right here, I'll tell you right now, I met Ricardo like I want to say a little over a month ago, and I'm telling you, when I say I've been praying about meeting positive and good-hearted people, and God been like, here you go. Like,
oh, I appreciate that.
It's been wonderful. Ricardo, I met Ricardo at a real estate meetup, and I sat there and just listened to bar after bar after. But I think I give bars. I was over there getting drunk off of stuff that Ricardo was giving us. Okay, it was shot after shot after shot after shot.
Hopefully it was Casamigo style.
Yo, had me smacked. He had me smacked until 1 o'clock in the morning. And I had to go to work.
Word, we after the whole event, we sitting there talking till 1 o'clock in the morning.
1 o'clock. That's the number. 1 o'clock. So just give them information on what you do, and not even how you can be of service to anybody, but like what do you do, and what's your highest high and your lowest low? Because you do real estate too, and how you get your bag.
Yeah, for sure. So Ricardo Henry, Mr. Deal Close on Instagram. So I basically started doing a lot of real estate consulting. My real estate Yeah. No, I had to let my partner leave. So I was doing real estate consulting for about like 10 years in the real estate market. What I did was I always had a heart for when I was young. I don't know if whoever grew up in the hood, but I did. I used to hate seeing properties that were dilapidated, that always had like crack valves in front of it, that always had them OEs in front of it. This just was the worst.
So using SAT words.
So I just always be like, yo, real talk, I'm gonna change this shit because it really used to hurt my feelings. Like, yo, why it look like that? And then anytime I went to Catholic school, anytime I went to suburbia, yo, you never saw that in suburbia houses. Even though they had properties that were vacant, they didn't keep their properties like that. Like the suburbia has vacant properties just like the urban community, but the urban community, the municipalities, not only just the people, the municipalities don't take it enough to clean it up, make sure you board it, paint it up the way it's
Garbage,
supposed to be
everything.
painted. Right. But
Mm-hmm.
in suburbia, they have
I didn't even know they do that. That's their job.
yeah, they
Yeah,
supposed to clean the
they have it.
property up. You're not supposed to have a city-owned property or anything like that. And if it's not city-owned, you're supposed to be fining these people. Fine them up the wazoo until they say, damn, I gotta sell because I owe 100,000 in fines.
Mm-hmm.
Got you.
But you don't do that. So now suburbia that has vacant properties, you drive through there, you think they don't got nothing vacant because their
But
grass is cut, it's clean. You know, even though inside it's still empty, they might even know go put shades on it so you can't even tell. So, you know, growing up, so I always had a heart for real estate. I played football in college, went to Lackawanna College in
Same
Scranton.
here.
Oh, loud. That's crazy.
Yeah, I played there. Then I
I went
went
to
to
Monroe.
A&T. Never finished up. Came back here, jumped into real estate full time. So I've been doing a lot of real estate consulting, saving people from losing their properties. I've been doing a lot of wholesale deals. I do a lot of right now. I tell everybody because people always want to get into wholesaling, and I tell them it's a good way. It's a good way to get into it to start out. But now I do more so like acquisition with partners. So I say, hey, listen, I may have a great deal, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in an investor, and I may not have the money to do it, but I'm going to fit myself in with equity partnership because I have the deal. I have the
wait.
person.
Time out.
Go ahead. No problem.
You
My bad.
dropping
I was
heavy
about to say.
words.
You,
Heavy,
My
heavy.
bad.
you might.
Almost dropped the phone. Almost dropped
Nah,
it.
nah, yo, you silly.
You gotta break. You
Slow
gotta
that
break
down.
that down. You gotta
All
break
right, so
that down for me.
we gonna say like this in simple layman terms, like how to make peanut butter and jelly, right?
Yes. Yep.
So
Peanut butter.
right, so your friend tell you, yo, my grandmother just died. We got a property that's backed up in taxes. No one knows what to do with it. So now you're like, word? He like, yo, we about to just let it go. We don't know. They said, yo, you know what? No one know what to do. It's backed up in taxes. Fuck that house. Excuse my language. Anybody
That's
else?
what they say. They be like, yo, fuck that
That's
two
what they
bedroom.
say. Fuck that
Yo,
house.
every
We gon'
time.
True.
we gonna live in there until the bank come and take it.
They don't do shit.
So they
The water
dragged
be
me out
dripping
this
off the
joint.
ceiling. They be brushing their teeth from the water dripping off the ceiling. They
Yo,
say, fuck this house.
yeah. Shit be falling apart. They went and got a crackhead to go and put the electricity back on and
Bruh.
everything.
Every time they turn the
Yo,
TV
they
on,
like,
the
yo, I'm
light
gonna be
switch
in
come
this house
on,
for the
like,
next 2 years. Fuck
got you.
that. So now you like, yo, bro, cause you have some sense, and you're not like, word, let me move in the second floor.
Yo, nah, that's crazy.
Yo, because you have some sense, you like, man, listen, grandma done already paid the house off. She been sick for 2 years, so she ain't paid the taxes. Somebody bought the taxes out. Really, the taxes only like 25,000. And they like, yeah, but it's 2 years behind. They said we got to pay it in cash. All right, cool. Listen, this is what we gonna do. You go on. There's a few programs. I'm gonna give y'all one called Prop Stream. There's other ways on how you can go call a realtor, and a realtor will give you what the ARV is. It's called after repair value, right? That means that in the area, what are the properties that look the same as that property? What are they selling for? So it means that if it's a 3-bedroom, 2 baths on 2-family, 3-bedroom, 2 baths on each floor, a regular property that's finished might have sold down the street for 400,000. But the house grandma in is a piece of shit now that she passed away. So they don't see nothing, no value to it. So what ended up happening is you like, all right, listen, I may not have the money, but at least I have the awareness of to
Absolutely.
understand real estate. So you like, yo, listen, this is what I'm gonna do, my man. Who's the next of kin? Yo, grandma might have left it to whoever. Your man is the next of kin. He the one who got control over it. He about to let it go. You like, yo, I'm gonna do you right. This is what we gonna do. We're gonna pay off the taxes, which is, let's just say for numbers say 50,000.
50K.
We gonna give you 100,000 for your pocket. Now he's sued. Now he don't know what to do. He going nuts.
Look, he done
Nigga
spent the
said,
money
y'all can make
already.
100. I was about to leave this shit. I was about to live here for a year and a half. 100. You like, yo, listen, man. Look, you gotta just
You mean I
sign
can get
right
a money
here.
gun?
Yo, now guess what? We got a deal now. We got a deal locked in for 150,000. The house is really worth 400 grand with some work. So now what we do? We don't got the money though. I mean, you might have the money though, but we don't got it.
We get the money though. We got the credit though. We got the credit though.
You got the
credit
cash
good.
to credit though.
Credit good on this side.
Credit to cash, my
Good.
credit to cash.
Listen, credit to cash to credit. Either way, it's exchanging. Cash is dirty.
Right, exactly. So, he don't gotta give you the deed first. So what you're gonna do is you run title just to make sure, it's a little too deep. Running title to make sure there's no liens on it besides the 50,000 we owe. 25,000 in taxes, 25,000 because grandma had a few niggas work on a house and she ain't never pay them, so they put a lien on it. 50,000 in total, right?
Dang, grandma was tripping.
It be like that sometimes.
Grandma needed to pay a medical
It
bill.
all.
That's what it was.
So what ended up happening is now we in it for 150, right? We know that's the number. We know this house may need another 100,000 in work. Now what we in it for, guys?
250.
250. The house is worth how much?
400.
That's called after repair value, because why? The comparables for the neighborhood is doing 400. We got a brand new rehabbed house now, and we made how much?
150.
But we still don't know. We still don't got the money yet. So what we gonna do? We gonna now go. That's why they like to call acquisition specialists. You just come up with fancy names. So now you go and say to an investor who may have it, saying, hey, what's going on, guys? This is what I'm gonna need from you. Actually, flipping Nord. That's one of my investors right now, just hopped on.
Flipping North?
Yeah, big time. Yo. Yeah, he's a pastor. On top of that, he's heavy in North. So
He knows something. The Lord
flipping
him.
North. Can you follow me, please?
Yeah.
The Lord told him he knows something.
He's been doing right by me for years. So what ended up happening is now we call my man Flippin' North and tell him, yo, listen, I got a great deal. I want to put this deal on the table for you. But I need at least 20% equity position. What's 20% of 150,000, guys?
30K.
Yo. So when you say, I'm not going to charge you nothing on top of the deal up front, like a lot of wholesalers like to take their 5,000 and 7,000 and run. I just want 20%. What's going on, D? I just want 20%. Everybody trying to go follow it. They done left. So they go.
Service guy. You said that. Spin his wheel. Have it
right. They're like, yo, I'll be back. I'll be right back. Hold on.
I got notes.
Yeah. So what ended up happening is now I tell my man Darren, which is Flipping the North, I tell him like, yo, listen, I got this deal. I'm not charging nothing on it. Yeah, I would do the deal all day. You hear him? He said, I would do that deal all day. Yo. I ain't charging nothing on it. There's 150,000 in it. At the end, I need 20%. That we just made 30 grand down the line. That's 30 grand you got locked in this year. Now you got to go find more deals.
And you ain't do nothing yet.
And you ain't even do nothing. He got the money. You got the deal. You put it together. They go close. They do their thing. You stop in to make sure you get cameos so you look good on Instagram. You make sure you make sure that you get a few cameos with the inspectors coming in. You know what I mean? This is what we do out here. Where the deals at?
I'm done.
Yo, and that's why I try to teach a lot of wholesalers that are coming into business that it's good to wholesale sometimes, but sometimes it's better to look at the deal in full and don't always be greedy up front.
Because you're going to make that money long term in the
you can
back.
go get a little nut when you could have had a sack 6 months, 7 months down the line.
He said a whole sack.
A whole sack. Because how many you got? You do a few of those, you got a whole sack. And and like I explained to even D, it gets bigger and bigger. You might find land that's approved that somebody's telling you about, and you run the same play. But now you're running it on a 300 unit. You run the same play.
I just want to say something. Real quick.
Hey, D, you still there, D?
He's still here.
Let's invite D on the live, D.
Where he at? I'm going to tell y'all something, yo. Everybody I brought on here so far has been freaking giving the gems. Like, oh my God. Y'all say I do it. I'm inspired by the people around me. Like, get out of here. Flipping, listen, I'm finding him right now. Don't disappear off the live because you pulling up.
Yeah, look, he said keep hitting singles. They turn into runs on the board. Exactly.
Single.
Like
he got to explain what that means. Nah. He got to accept this. He got to explain what that means.
See if he accept. I think he out the country. See if he going to accept it.
He got Wi-Fi.
He definitely got Wi-Fi. We were talking about a big deal last night on WhatsApp.
He got Wi-Fi.
But yeah, so that's really where I'm at right now. Is like, yo, you don't gotta there's a guy who always said there's no great deal that's put together well that can go unfunded. Because if the deal makes sense, somebody gonna put the money on the table for you.
All right, so pretty much, you become a professional middleman.
A professional middleman, like my guy Benedict likes to say, the ultimate middleman.
The ultimate. You know what's crazy? I had a guy on here 2 days ago. Bernie Good. Bernie does financial, like, business, like Shelf Corp. Matter of fact, he does Shelf Corps too. Shelf Corp funding. Right. Bernie is a middleman. If you ask him something, if he don't know it, he knows somebody that knows it, and he can connect you. And he's the affiliate king.
Absolutely.
Affiliate king. Look at that. Somebody else come on. You don't know Bernie. You have no idea what I'm talking about. And he's talking the same thing.
I don't know anybody.
This is what I'm saying. You do, though. Stop saying that. That's why you've been hopping off the lines. And I'm like, I said, Ricky, I'm about to bring you up here.
Yeah, I know.
I'm out.
I know. But you've been killing them on the live.
I've been giving. That's all I do is give.
And you do it great.
All I do is give right here. I got you. So wait, hold up. So.
Nah, I never say wholesaler when GG greatness. I never say wholesaler. I always say real estate consultant. That's the professional way of saying it. Wholesaler sounds like bottom feeder.
It do though.
It do.
It sounds cheap.
But listen, they get money too though. Bottom feeders is crabs, lobster. Guess what?
Shrimp.
Them shit sell like water cakes. So bottom feeders get money too. Don't get it twisted. Niggas love them seafood boils. Let's not get it twisted.
God. I'm so weak. Yo. All right. So here you go, right?
Yes.
So you approach a deal. You're looking at how do you go find your deals then? Like where you looking? You said prop stream.
Right. Yo, did you invite Darren on? It's not where you start, it's where you finish. Darren, you gotta accept the live request. I don't know if it's even him or I don't know if it's him or his manager. Hey, look at D.
What's going on? What's good,
You gotta
Rick?
explain that singles. You gotta explain that singles term. You can't drop bars in the comments and think we just gonna let you slide. Absolutely
Yeah,
not.
yeah. How y'all doing tonight?
How are you
Good.
doing?
What? Hey, D, watch when you get off this live. Check your followers. It's gonna go up by like 50.
Oh, praise God, man. Yeah, I'm saying, man. Listen, you can't be afraid to start wherever you're at, man. You can start where you're at. Don't be afraid of making a little bit of money. You can't make it all the time.
Listen, there's some people not making no money.
That's true. That's
That,
true.
so if you
That's
sometimes you
true.
make them 5s and them 7s, it's better than nothing.
That's 12.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Ain't
I
nothing wrong
always
with
look
being a
at
middleman. I was a middleman for a while.
how many hours of labor you got to put in to make $10,000.
If it
That's
take 30
true.
days, that's not technical freedom.
That's
If
true.
it take 4, you got 26 days left.
That's true. That is so true.
But
But I
wait, I
see what
really
you
can't.
guys are doing.
I can't let you slide off of this. What did this mean? Keep hitting singles, they turn into runs on the board. That sound like a what is that? That sound like some stuff my grandfather used to say when he owned 4 properties in Massachusetts. What does that mean?
What that means is that I've seen so many people in this business that they start off, they want to try to make $50,000 off each deal, and they wind up missing out on making 5,000, 10,000 more than if trying to hit a $50,000 hit. You got to go ahead and hit. Don't be afraid to hit for 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, because it adds up to 50,000. And then when you keep hitting consistently, just like Rick said, I mean, the big ones are going to show up. But when you get on base a lot, you're bound to click one out the park here and there. But don't be afraid to hit for a single. Don't be afraid to bunt it sometimes if it means it's going to create a relationship that's going to move you closer to where you want to go. Then don't mind taking a bunt on this one because it's going to push me closer to where I want to really be at.
Got you. So pretty much, if you're looking to get into acquisitions and real estate consulting, because we're not using wholesale, you have to be sure to see everything and not just always go for the big chalupa because those little ones add up.
Absolutely. I tell people too, you gotta kind of have more of an overview when you start looking at it. You can't be so tunnel vision that you think, oh, I gotta make 50,000 off of this one. No, look at the whole board and think, okay, what kind of relationship is this one gonna put me in? You know what I mean? So maybe I'll take a little less on this one. Maybe I'll give my position a little bit on this one. Instead of making 30,000, I'll make 15,000 because they're talking about doing 2, 3, 4 more deals.
So now you set yourself up for the future.
Absolutely. That's how you position yourself. It's not about, I mean, if you want to be a real, if you will, player of the field. Now, if you just want to be somebody to just come in and sub and, hit a shot or two, what I mean, you could do that. But most of them I've seen, they never last
You
because
don't
they're
last long.
around. Yeah, they're not. And then even by the time you hit for the 50,000, by the time you get to that, it's 6, 8 months down the road. You done borrowed money from this one, borrowed money from that one. By the time you get it, it's like you didn't get it.
You didn't get it. You owe it. You owe everybody.
Yeah, so you would have been better off getting 10 and don't owe nobody nothing and keep it moving, but keep hitting.
So my question to you is because you listen. I already know you. The way you talking. When the deal comes, you know how to find it. So how do you find your deals and how do you build your relationships when it comes to real estate?
Well, we're talking about 20 years in. I just have used that same philosophy that I just said, and I've done it over and over again where it's developed enough relationships. And then I've always made sure that everybody around me, I treated them the way I wanted to be treated. And it just created a circle of people wanting to do business with me.
Yeah, Darren. So just so you know, Darren is heavy. He's been in the business 15, 20 years. I could tell you that I've known Darren for at least 10 to 12 years. And now the deals come rolling down his table. Like he don't even have to do much anymore besides keep performing. and I've done plenty and plenty of deals with him. I can't even tell you how many wires he sent to my account with paper, with
Absolutely.
paperwork or without paperwork. You know, if
Absolutely.
it's a handshake, we debate. Everyone debates, but we always come to agreement at the end of the debate, and we always move on. There's people I've debated with, and I'll be like, you know what? You'll never see my face again because I'm only climbing, and I'm young legs. You old legs.
Yes,
So
yes.
at the end of the day, you ain't never gonna see me again because you think you getting off on $5 grand, $7 grand. God bless you and your whole life. Because I'm gonna tell you, you're gonna pay for it later on. But Darren, I'll tell you something about him. He's always been a man of his word, and them wires come in when he tell you they come.
Yo, that's
He's
you
not
can't argue
playing.
with the wire transfer
You
though.
can't argue with wire transfers.
He is not
Yeah, that's
playing.
true. That is true. That is
Them
true.
joints don't bounce. Them checks
Nah,
bounce.
nah, why?
Them wires,
Yeah, yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
slide all
You say, yeah,
through.
no, I'll take a wire. No checks. I'll take a
Yeah,
wire.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
don't
his
worry.
checks.
Yeah. I'll pay the $25. Don't
Right?
worry.
I pay that.
I'll pay the $50. Just take it out of there. Don't worry about
I
that.
mean, his
Oh
check's
my
good too,
god.
though. But
No, but I'm saying, some people checks be out here.
Yeah, they
Crossovers.
do.
yeah.
They be,
So Rashida, tell Darren a little bit about you because he's gonna come to one of our events and speak. He right here in Newark, heavy too.
Yeah,
look,
I'm
look.
I'm actually in Newark too.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what's.
good,
No,
good,
no,
good.
go ahead, Rasheed. Go ahead. I'll ask him after.
All right, so some people just came on the live. So my name is Sheeta Three. I like saying it like that. Now it's over, right? So my name is Rashida though, but I teach people how to leverage credit, turn it to cash to pay for like everything. I have an ebook out. I essentially do not pay my overhead for my life. I use my credit. I spend it on credit. And not saying that I spend it on credit, but my credit rewards, all of my credit reward points and everything that I do pays for my expenses. So my rent is covered by 2 plays I do a month. My Wells Fargo pays my car note. Like there's certain things that I do with my credit cards that actually cover my overhead. And I teach people how to do the same thing. I also travel hack heavy. So like anytime I go anywhere, one I'll say I'm bourgeois. I'm bourgeois, I guess. I don't like sitting in the back of the plane. I don't.
You don't like sitting there near the bathroom.
Absolutely not.
That's
Absolutely.
right. That's right.
You catch me back there, I lost my mind. My mind fell out the plane and I walked back there. So I love traveling luxury. I hack first class all the time. Like whether I pay for it or not. They find me up there. They be, oh, Miss Henrica, oh, here you go, your seat. Oh, would you like it? Yes, that's me all day. And I teach people how to do the same. I teach people how to do the same thing because you don't have to have, right? Yeah, we have standards. I like that. I like that. I'm writing it down. We have standards. But you don't have to be a millionaire to live to travel like a millionaire. You just gotta know how to hack your wallet. Like how do you
Absolutely.
hack your wallet? I hack my wallet all day.
Hey,
The power's been in your
tell,
wallet.
let me tell you something. She came over to the office, D.
Yeah.
So she opened up her Amex account. And I don't want to tell her business, but she got every single Amex card they got out. I never seen nothing like this in my life. It's like 8
That's
of them.
crazy.
She got all 8. I
They
was
gave
like,
me the love.
they
Yeah.
gave you
Yeah,
the love,
once you
I.
get on,
They know
once you
what's
get
up.
on,
They
once you
was
get on
like,
once,
they
yeah,
got
they
to,
love you.
because I hack them all the time. Me and Amex loves me. They give me the points. I'm planning out my birthday trip right now, and I teach people how to do the same thing because they're like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. No, you haven't planned properly. You haven't structured your bills properly. You haven't budgeted properly. Because sometimes I'm like, all right, bet I have to budget for how many points I need. If I'm gonna plan my trip and I'm like, all right, I want to go to Jamaica. I know it's gonna cost me about $3,000 because where I'm gonna stay. I'm not staying at the shack that Jack built. Absolutely not. I don't care if it's an overwater bungalow. At the shack, I'm not staying there. So I know I need $3,000 to cover my first class ticket and my hotel. So I'm a travel hack that too. I need to get X, Y, and Z points. Boom. I can plan and structure that. I teach people how to do that. So I'm getting into real estate because one, I met Ricardo and it's over. I did my first deal, where I'm a silent investor. I'm very excited about it.
Wait, what?
And oh, I didn't tell you. That's why I said I had to do the wire, and I was stressed out about how to send this wire, and that's why now I
You
love
told.
wires.
Oh yeah, you were telling me. You were telling me.
This
That's
is
why you
my,
were like,
and
I need the business credit need to come in. That's what you were
yeah.
saying.
So listen,
Okay.
so like this is where you know it's growth, right? Because last year or even 2 years ago, I would never have said to myself like, "Yo, I'm wiring 5 figures out of my account every 3 or 4 months." Like that's growth. Like, but I had to actually train myself. And in the beginning of the call, I literally said like, you have to learn how to budget. Like you have to learn how to budget and handle the money that you have now, because if God starts blessing you with more and you don't know how to handle what you have, you're gonna be in a worse situation. That's why the people who win the lotto, they end up broker than they were, because they don't know how to handle that.
Yeah.
So you have to understand how to handle what you got. So when you grow, you can continue to handle what you're growing with. And the first time I paid, because I started with this stuff with Section 3 Boss App, the first time I paid 5,000 for something, I was stressed. I sent that wire and then went to sleep. I did it on my phone and then I went to sleep. And I'm like, wow. I woke up and was like, wow, I've really grown mentally and financially, because that would have stressed me out 2 years ago.
I mean, a lot of us come from a place of, from what they like to call the bottom. We come from underneath the pavement. So
Yeah.
when back in the day, man, $100, $200 is stressing you out all day.
Sweating.
And it's cash. You gotta
Right,
remember it's
right.
cash.
Now
Because you know I
people
wanted to
have
charge that. You know I wanted to charge that.
You could have.
a.
You know,
I could have.
but I still got a card though. That
I
came
was
out
gonna
the
tell
business.
you
They came out of
exactly. I
zero
was gonna
pay
say it's
PR for 12
ways.
months. So they got 12 months to get my bread back. Plus.
She knows how to turn credit cards, business credit cards that are hundreds of thousands of dollars, that are 0% interest for the year, and turn it into cash without cash advances. And so now you're
NFTs.
basically taking a loan out from the credit card at 0% interest for the whole year.
Yeah, and I help people get that business credit.
Nice.
I hope
Tell them
I help
about
people get the
yourself,
business
Essential.
credit. So my name is Tevin Facey. I'm from Essentials ABC Solutions. In my business credit program, I help people establish their business as well as business credit, help them acquire that business funding and leverage that business credit for whatever they want to do. I've been helping, a bunch of people do so, and now I have a business credit program that I can teach you hands on, one on one, and everything like that. That we can get you the business funding that you're looking for.
How much you got, Tev? I'm thinking,
I'm at 400,000 right now. At 400,000 in business, and that's just one company. I have multiple other companies that I'm doing it with, and that's why I'm looking more into real estate as well. I'm into trucking. I have an Amazon store, a Walmart store. We do stocks. Um, I,
So, so let me
what
let me
else? A
put this
lot.
let me put this full throttle for everybody together. It's full circle, right?
Yep.
So we have how to turn the credit into cash. We have the real estate solution specialist. We have the business funding, and we have Darren who has access from New Jersey to New York to churches. Because if nobody knew, he's definitely an excellent pastor as well.
That's amazing.
So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to be meeting up. We're going to be putting this thing together, and we're going to go be traveling to be able to give the good word out to these churches and these people.
That's
Because
love.
one
That's
thing he
love.
talks about is abundance, but I could tell you a lot of pastors, what I don't like is what they do, is what he don't do is tell you to sit down and wait on it.
yo,
And
time
he's
out,
not one of those pastors.
time out.
He's
Can I
one of those
rant?
pastors that say, pray about it, stand up and start walking.
And start getting it. Yep.
Right.
Time out,
Go
time
Absolutely.
out,
ahead. Go ahead,
time
Rashida.
out, time out. On God, on everything I love. I said this morning. I said, yo, I do not like that. I know people who do that, and I'm like, yo, you could pray about it, but God not about to push your feet.
They're not. He ain't about
Absolutely.
to walk him. He
Yeah,
gave you that
Michelle,
so you can
Dream
walk
Team,
him.
Michelle, Dream Team.
There's that story about the guy. He was swimming. He was stuck in the ocean. He holding onto the board. He's like, Lord, I'm drowning. Send me a sign. And a man came past him with the boat and was rowing the boat.
That's
He
my
said, Hey man, you
Yeah,
favorite
need
with the
help?
part.
paddle. Yeah.
Yes.
He said, Nah, I'm waiting for God to send me a sign. The guy said, Oh well, kept going, left him. God, you ain't sent me a sign yet. Here come Coast Guard pulling up. Hey man, you need help? Nah, I'm waiting for God to send me a sign. And then next thing he drowned. God, he he
You wanna know?
drowned.
You wanna know?
Go
You wanna
go
know?
to heaven. See God.
When I
God like, hey God, how you let me down? God like
when I
stupid.
was
I sent you two. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I
when I was
sent you
younger,
people.
I was told that story multiple times,
Yo, I
Yo,
love
and
that story.
wait,
I love
it's
it.
like
But
yo.
one thing I always and this was my brain when I was young. I used to always overthink things. Nobody ever thought that the person that came by twice was God. Just because God is the overseer of all, and He can be whoever He wants for you. Twice He came by. He came by twice and told you. So
You need help?
you're not gonna do
Now I'm waiting
nothing.
for a sign from God. And I see, yo, I see it though. I see it though. I see it
So
though.
let me ask you a question. AD, is that something that we could put together when you get back from your beautiful vacation?
I
Oh,
knew he was on
absolutely, man.
vacation.
Yeah. We're in Miami right now, St. Regis, enjoying it. But listen, I always tell them, listen, God says He's giving you the ability and the power to get wealth. I mean, you got to
Hmm.
do something. We're partners with God. It ain't no sit down and watch Him work. He said, listen,
Right.
you do something. I'm gonna bless everything you put your hands to.
Mm-hmm.
But if you ain't putting your hands to, if you're not seeing nothing, He said, listen, you meditate day and night, then you'll make your way prosperous. So He giving you a responsibility in the whole getting wealth thing. So yeah, no, we absolutely going to do that, man, because
Yeah, look at
we putting it
Alexis.
together now.
Alexis said, that's what I want from my congregation. Apply the biblical principles.
Absolutely,
Hmm.
that's
Yeah,
how it
Yeah,
works.
and
yo,
especially
That's how
there's
it
flipping in
works.
Newark.
Listen,
God.
it's a setup for us all already. We're supposed to be in first class. We're supposed to be lending and not borrowing. But first, you got to be able to see yourself doing it, and that's what we got to teach them. We got to teach them how to see themselves doing it. We got to teach them how to put them on those roads and not be afraid of getting business credit and not be afraid of setting yourself up in a position where you've given God something to bless. You can't sit back and do nothing. It's like the story I heard one time about the guy who had a garden, and the garden won all types of awards and everything. And the place used to be a downtrodden place full of old tires and garbage and stuff. So after he won the award, God comes over to him and says, basically, you should have given God more credit when you took the award. He said, yeah, I understand what you're saying. God is definitely involved in it, but he said you should have seen it when he had it by himself. It was full of tires and junk. So I had to put my hands in there so that he could bless it. And see, most people don't understand that. They don't understand. Listen, if you got a bunch of ingredients for a cake on the table, unless you put your hands in there and put it together, you ain't never gonna have no cake.
Yo,
Absolutely.
yeah. I'm sorry. Pastor, where you from?
I'm from Queens originally, but I've been in Newark for over
Hey.
20 years. And, like I said, we pastoring out there. We got two churches now. We got one in Linden, one in Newark. And we've been invested in the area for 20 years. But, I'm not just about building people of faith, but I'm also about building people up, you know what I mean, as far as economically and socially. And, because our people have been downtrodden long enough, and it's our time for Jubilee. Our time is here, and God has abundant blessings for us, but you got to walk into it. You can't think it's just going to happen.
That's look. I didn't even know I was gonna have
And
to alive.
and you
who knew
I
who
didn't.
knew we
and you
were
in
gonna be going to
Newark.
save lives in the church?
Right.
Yeah.
If you,
And you in Newark. Like that's like if you think about it, and with even with me buying my four family in Newark, like that, like for me, it wasn't even a second guess on where I was buying it. And it's
Yeah.
weird, right? Because you're always told Newark is terrible. You shouldn't buy there. The crime rate is bad. All this other stuff. But it was a mesh for me, right? And now
Well,
I want to start investing more into it because the city's
well,
even doing it now out of nowhere.
Well, listen, again, all of this is biblical principles because God said
Right.
that every place that the sole of your feet is tread upon, I've given it to you. So if you're always walking in Newark, that belongs to you. But then after that, it tells you that you're supposed to lengthen your cord, stretch forth. So then you keep going and you keep going and you build your footprint and you go further and further. But if you can't see where you're walking that belongs to you, then you got a problem.
That's a beautiful message
That's
right
all in the
there.
mindset. That's all in
Right.
the
That's
mindset.
mindset. That's
That
mindset
might
right
that might have
there.
been too deep for a few people.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, guys.
mindset.
Listen, I love that we're gonna catch up with you, but if I don't get back in here,
Nah, you won't get
Yeah,
patient.
yeah,
I'm
he
a,
You got
gonna have a problem with the first
yeah,
lady.
yeah, 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 yeah,
exactly.
yeah. I
Nah,
got
you
a
won't get
first lady.
patient, man. You
I
at
got
the
to get
same
back
range
to
as so
first
enjoy
lady. Yeah,
that.
yeah, yes,
Nah,
absolutely,
I said
man.
no.
All
All right,
right,
Shut
Jay.
man.
up,
Well,
Pastor.
we
It's been a
appreciate you. When
blessing.
you get
All
back,
right,
we gonna all have this meeting.
no doubt. All right,
All right, guys. Later.
later.
Oh man,
That's amazing. That was an amazing call.
and it's not over.
It ain't.
Right.
You know what's
That was
crazy? You know what's
amazing.
We could
crazy?
we
And
could drop the mic. We could drop the mic right there.
All right.
we could. But you know what's crazy, right? So we started the conversation off with budgeting, right? We started it off with budgeting. Then Mr. Deal Closer got on and told you guys about how to become the middleman, right? Who knew we went the pastor who understands that and lives that truth? Because to be honest, the Lord, notice it was a psalm, and I say this psalm every day. And people, when I'm very spiritual, like I'm working on it, I'm being consistent with talking to God. And I'm not going to take this and talking to whoever is spiritual being that you speak to. That's your higher person. And it literally says, I called upon the Lord in distress. He answered me and set me in a large place. He wants you to be in abundance. Like, and as my homegirl Cash says, we operate in a state of abundance. The moment you start operating in a state of lack, you'll start to see it all around you. He wants to put you in a large place. There's no reason why you should be over here fretting over $1,000 or $5,000 when he's making a way for you to get to that large place, that abundant place. It's in like every scripture. There's no script. Jesus wasn't poor. I'm sorry. I don't want to turn this into a church session, but he wasn't. And if they make you think that, he had 12 people following him. He wasn't broke. 12 people following a broke man? Let's be real.
It's so
I'm
funny
not going to turn it
because
to a sermon, but that always comes out. It come
right, I
out.
don't want to turn it to a whole sermon, but I got something to say about him being broke though.
Go ahead.
No, I don't know who took the book out, but where's the part after them three black kings? Three black kings came through with all that gold and myrrh
And frankincense.
and frankincense that was heavy back in the day.
That was
Jewels, wealth.
bars.
Where it all go?
He wasn't
But I'm
broke.
just gonna leave it there. So yeah, you're right. He wasn't broke.
He wasn't broke.
If
So I don't know why you think you gotta be broke.
three rich kings come and see you,
You got money.
yo, you that dude. So anyway, did you answer that question? And
Yeah.
a treasure, yeah, and a treasure, exactly.
I don't know what they thought. So
Somebody
if
took the
that,
book out and talk about it, but does it hurt to pay the minimum payment?
yeah, I answered that. I left it up there. I'm horrible. Sorry. I answered
No
that.
problem.
For Debbie
Thanks.
Deb. Deborah be on every day. I appreciate you, Deborah. For all the ones I see all the time, Alexis always making sure I drink my water. I got my cut today, Alexis. See? No, my toe is not cramping today. Sometimes I forget. I'll be so focused. I won't eat. I won't drink. And the next thing I know, I passed out. Harm. Toe done went like this. What? Yo.
So then cramped up.
Toe done cramped up on me. While I'm driving. Yo, it happened twice. My foot was killing me. I had to pull over with the left. It was uncomfortable. But nah, I'm telling y'all, good people. And to be honest, so I'm gonna tell y'all a mini story. I'm gonna make it short because it gets me mad when I talk about it. But I'm in a place now where I can speak about it without having feelings. So I grew up in a church in Brooklyn. I was there my whole life. Like I was christened there. My sister was christened there. My nephews. Like I love this church, right? And my mom told me about the church growing up that they had like a tithe burning, like they not tithe burning, they burned the deed or something. They had like a ceremony where They burned the mortgage because they paid off the church. So the church essentially didn't have no mortgage. It was owned full out. And they kept having like, they want to do the rebuild for the church or whatever. And they were putting money, saving money, everybody, the building fund, the church building fund. So everybody's putting money towards this building fund. I go to college or whatever, and they had a ceremony where they had like the last service at the church because they want to tear the church down and rebuild it, right? From the building fund, because they apparently had the money. Apparently the money got flued out somewhere else. Somebody ran off on the plug money. That true story. Somebody ran off with the church money, and the church only got framing. Right? And in my head, I was so upset because for two reasons. The first reason was you own the property. Why would y'all own this property and then go and rent? And then two, who runs off on the plug? Like how you do that? So I was bitter about it. I was like, I'm not going to church. It's the kind of people that go to church. It's the kind of people that come to this church. Like, I'm not. And for a while, I wasn't rocking with it. And then I had to get out of that. Like, look, I realized that, and after I'm reevaluating, there was a meeting. I realized that half of the people that was running the church, and this is a crazy conversation, they were renters. They didn't understand what ownership meant. So it was easy for them to be like, oh, we're going to and tear down something. And now guess what the church is doing? Because they don't have a building. They're renting.
I used to get upset with pastors because I would be like, yo, there's so much money coming through and they have so much opportunity and there's so much they have so much space. And what the church does a lot, and not beating any church down or anything like that, is they like to put a Band-Aid on a lot of the community situations. So instead of doing job training or like skill training, they'll do food pantry.
Yeah. What is that?
So instead of teaching about credit and things like that, they'll let the homeless come sleep for a night or two. So that
how about you teach them? Yeah, how about you teach them how to get employment so they could feed themselves?
So that used to always be, but then I came to realize, like you said, how could you have a bunch of tenants running the fund of a church that's owned, right? So it's like you can't be mad at the pastor or the people around him because maybe they're not, business inclined to understand that. They just doing what has been done from generations, because a lot of the pastors and the people following him are what you would want to call they have ancestors that were in the church as well. So they're doing the same thing that's been done. So right now,
show them how to fish.
Yeah, so I don't get upset anymore about that, because now it's like, oh, I get it, right? We have to be able to meet people like Flippin' North, like Darren, who's a pastor, who could give us access to these churches because he gets it, right? So if we could go on a church tour, really explaining to them these things. A church tour.
I ain't gonna lie, I gotta change my analogies. I use a lot of street analogies for understanding, so I'm gonna just go ahead and change into biblical analogies.
Hey, listen, sometimes you gotta change what the narrative looks like.
You know what's funny? I played drums in my church from since I was 7 all the way until I was I think I was 18 or 19. So I know about a lot of the how to speak, and that's where a lot of my speaking I can change the way how I speak, because I grew up in the streets, but I also played drums. So it's I understand how to speak because of the church. No lie.
You know how to code switch.
Exactly. It's quick, easily.
The deacon pull up behind you. You over here, yo, hi, sir.
And not only that,
his whole eyebrows go up and everything. How are you?
Right.
Yeah.
That helps with jobs. That helps with job interviews and things like that. Churches are big in communities. It really does help.
Listen,
this is why I like what you just said, and I'm definitely, first of all, if you call me, I'm pulling up. But this is why I like what you said, because I feel like, and I always say this to myself, I feel like I would definitely want to like open up. I don't know how it would happen. It's just like in my head. Like you have your church and your church has a place for the community to come. One, somewhere for kids to come. Two, somewhere for adults or people who have in disenfranchised backgrounds to come in and learn skill sets. Because not every school is not for everybody. I'm not going to sit here and I don't push this on my students either. I'm like, whatever you want to do in life, you can become it. Whatever you want to do. You want to be a doctor? Let nobody tell you that you can't be a doctor, because they think they can't be a doctor. That's why they think you can't do it. If you want to be a lawyer, that's what you want to do. Great. If you want to say one of my students says she's going to be a real estate investor. Every time we had like an event at school, I would always ask them, like, could you have somebody who does real estate? And now I found more people that do real estate. Just come speak, because you don't know what resonates with what child, like what occupation. You have to expose them to what you're going to expose them to.
It's
And
like,
I feel like
you don't know what resonate with humans. So even
exactly.
sometimes I might just be like, I'll tell somebody, I'll be in the barbershop and I'll be like, tell somebody you'll call me. And next thing I know, I'm like, oh yeah, yo, real estate. Oh, you buying that fourth family? Oh, what's going on? Oh, you need business credit? Because you don't know who's in the room that word might resonate, like, oh shit, I do need business credit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, I do want to buy a house. And I'm just setting up the play for the layup.
Yep. And it's funny, yo, if you saying that, like me and Nat were talking about opening up a church in a couple of years, like no lie. And now that you're saying that as a community, at some point, I actually want to do that. Now that you're saying, like, open up the center so that people can learn jobs. People can
I like what she just said. She said, take out the pews and use chairs, because then you can move all the chairs. And you guys, you right. I don't know what church you go to. But Miss Alexis, we need you on the church tour board.
She gotta be the church purchase planner or something.
Yeah, she the church tour board.
Church purchase planner.
I'm done. But this is facts, though. This is definitely facts. Like, this is, and I feel like there's a change happening. Yeah. I don't know if y'all, it's a change. It's something happening. I don't know if it's in our age group, but we realize that there's what the disconnect is. And the crazy thing is, you said it earlier. I started playing football. You said Lackawanna?
Yeah, Lackawanna College.
Lackawanna College, and you transferred, you said, to A&T, right?
Yeah. And
then you didn't finish. Do you consider yourself unsuccessful?
Absolutely not.
You consider yourself unsuccessful, correct?
Yeah.
Exactly. So like it don't. Oh, she a pat. Oh, this is why she always. This is why she always making sure I'm hydrated. Oh my God, I be cussing on here.
We gotta go to Clearwater for the.
Why you tell me that?
We about to be nationwide.
Oh my God.
We're gonna be known as the church tour crew.
The church tour.
If you talk about that, like today I spoke with somebody. Oh, Rashida, you know him. Knowledge from our group.
Chanel was like, "Excuse me, woman of God."
I was talking with him today, and we was talking and stuff like that about trucking, and that's what he's heavy in and stuff like that. And I'm talking with him, I'm like, yo, you know about business credit? And he was like, yeah, I do, but I don't even got it built out. I don't even really, I just use it for the Amex points. That's it. I'm like, yo, do you know what you can get from that? It's crazy because people don't know certain things. You get what I'm saying? Like, people don't know certain things. People don't know certain things about real estate. People don't know certain things about how you can use your credit to increase your limits, credit to cash. People don't know about business credit. People don't even know about credit, period.
It's not even that they don't know. I'm going to tell you what happens, right? What happens is that because people live in liability spending modes, when credit cards and all these things started coming out, let me put it like this. We knew, even back in slavery, we knew that when you acquired, the whole thing was land, right? They had slaves working the land. Right? The value was the land.
The land, not the slaves.
Not the slave. People. Although we were definitely valuable.
We were we were the value to the land.
But it was the land. The slave owner or the massa with the most land, He's the one that had the wealth. So we know that the land is the wealth. We could see that, right? And then as slavery transitioned, we tried to acquire land. Don't let it think like this. They tried to acquire. They were supposed to give you land. They didn't give it to you. We're trying to acquire it. They're not trying to give it to us, right? And then somewhere along the line, because we had to buy the land, somehow the debt became something that we were afraid of.
Well, yeah, that's because back in the day, banks would give you money. It don't matter about your credit score. It don't matter about how much money you made, because they would give you the money knowing that if any problems come along, guess what? I'm taking your land no matter what. But to the masses at that time, they weren't going to take their land, because guess what? They just going to borrow from another bank
to go run it up.
Exactly. And they kept doing that. But now when we started to get into it, they're like,
So my dad told me a story. My dad told
me
me a story when he first came up here, right? Years ago. So what he and his brothers did, they ended up helping each other build, get property, right? So they would work. We got Alti property. Work. Okay, John got his property. Work. Okay, Carl got his property. And they would literally buy it like that. That's how they bought it, right? And so now one got one. Everybody got one. All right, cool. Now you go get your second one by yourself, because you did it already. You got your first one, right? So we still understand that land is wealth. But somehow we tied getting land to bad debt, and then debt to and debt to not acquiring anything. And then we started glorifying, and I'm gonna say this too. We started glorifying keeping our money in our accounts. My money needs to go to work. And I'm training my nephews like this. Your money needs to outwork you.
Hold on, I'll be right
back. Huh? You coming right back? All right. Your money needs to outwork you. If your money's sitting in your savings account, your money's in retirement. If your money's in your savings account, your money is in retirement. Your money needs to outwork you. It shouldn't be lazy. If you got lazy money, that's a problem. That's why I don't leave chunks of money in the savings account. I put my 6 months in there. That stays so I have quick access. Matter of fact, I don't keep 6 months. 2 months. I put 3 months in there. Everything else goes to work. If you go to work, it got to go to work. Why is it chilling? Every day it chills, it loses value. So it needs to outwork you. This is why you got to actually start twisting your mind. You got to start twisting your mind from that debt mindset. Like, all right, I'm gonna go buy these Balenciagas and this fly jacket because If that fly jacket is depreciating the moment you put it on, your money is not outworking you.
We don't promote liability spending.
No. It needs to outwork you. I'm gonna tell y'all facts. I'm gonna tell y'all straight facts. And I don't care to say this on the live. I have a shit ton of sneakers. You can look at those sneakers and say, yo, why you out here buying kicks? Jordan, My sneakers appreciated about 1,000% since I bought them.
Every single one of them, because I got a bunch of Jordan Yeezys.
I got 22 kicks I have never worn. Them kicks is worth at least 22,000. At least, I'm lying. I just checked it. I have to probably let some go so they don't depreciate. Notice I said depreciate, appreciate. The kicks is property too. And don't say, I'm not paying $100.
If you wear them, they start depreciating, right?
The moment I wear them.
Yeah.
Honestly, let me see what I do. What I do. It's why I only wear Prestos. You'll see me pull out in this spot with Prestos on, and I will act like they Balenciagas. Tell me something different. I don't care. These are I love these shoes.
They actually working with a fintech bank now that you can refinance on your sneakers. Like that's serious. That you can use it as collateral.
It is collateral, bro.
I know.
I checked a couple of my kicks, yo. I got them joints 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7. I had one I had for 8 years. I had to put them in plastic to keep them sealed. I paid $110 for them shoes. Them shoes are worth $900. One pair. If I need money, I go to my closet. I'll sell like kicks if I need it.
I'm gonna have to go to your closet too.
Bro, you're gonna get shot.
Yeah, I think like 15. I got 15 sneakers in a container
at my house in Elmont, just in a room, just there.
Chilling. Don't let these people, like, you have to look at every aspect of how a house stuff goes, right? There's value. If somebody finds value in something, you can hold that value and appreciate that. Flip that. That's why I said from when I was in college, I realized, I'm like, yo, I would buy kicks and I would buy 2 pairs. I would literally go, and everybody knew I flipped shoes. They hit me up, yo, shit, I need, I'm like, I bet it's $1.75. For every person that I would flip shoes for, or I would go stand in line for, one of those people bought my shoes. The next person bought this pair I was holding on to later down the line because I wanted an extra pair. One I will wear, one I wouldn't wear because I might want to actually sell it down the line and make more money off of it. But I never paid for my pair. In college, they like, yo, sneaker. And anybody on here that went to Marshall with me, they be like, yo, Rashida always had kicks. I never paid for my sneakers. I had all of them. I never paid for them. It got to a point where I was shipping sneakers and I didn't have StockX. I didn't have Go. I didn't have none of these sizes. I was selling this shit off IG. I was shipping sneakers to Cali, Houston, Florida. I found a way, and I found the thing that people wanted. I had the supply. The demand in their area was crazy. They had no supply. I was getting sneakers. I would walk out with 30 pairs. I had 30 pairs of Gammas in my truck. 30 pairs of Gamma 11s. I had to walk around with the linemen. Ricardo was a D lineman size. I had 2 of my boys walking with me when I had to go drop these things off. I'm like, yo, I think somebody gonna rob me for real. This shit is in my trunk. It's in my trunk. And I had a Tahoe. I didn't even come out the car. I would just feed the football players. I'm like, y'all hungry? I bet. I would cook 2 pans of lasagna, some jerk off of curry chicken, and they would be, and that was their payment. Them niggas they was always hungry. They was always hungry.
Nah, that's a fact. We always hungry.
They would leave out with a pan of lasagna. My lasagna was slapping. My homie Vinny was on here yesterday. He hit me up, yo, I'm having a Friendsgiving. You got to bring the lasagna. Because they already know. My lasagna at college was popping. And that's how I was doing it from young. So don't sit down here and think that y'all don't have stuff around you. You could say, oh, Richard, you buying sneakers all day. Yeah, that's stop. That's not. My dad came to my closet. He said, you have 2 feet. I'm like, who said those is for my feet? Them joints said right there. Them sneakers been there for 3-4 years.
It's crazy.
There's investments around you.
Yeah, people really make money off of that. Like
what?
For real. Like
what?
Stupid money.
That paid my rent in college. And I didn't even know about credit like that yet. I started with credit. I had baby limits. That paid my rent. Y'all got to realize there's stuff around you all the time. Don't sleep on it. You could, if you're into designer and you're able to get designer for less, and you can look on these sites and see if somebody want to pay more for it, that's a flip opportunity for you. That's how you get into, all right, if I sell 2 designer bags, I could put some money aside, and now off the 4th one, if I wanted one, I could buy my own off for the profit. That's asset spending.
That's entrepreneur at its best right there.
You figure out how you get it and you're not paying for it. That's how you do it. I never paid for my sneakers. Ever. And everybody knows I got kicks. Y'all have to change our mindset. That switch. Properties, that's what they doing. What you buy the house, you flip the house until all the houses pay for your main house. Ain't that how it go?
Always.
Yeah, either that or you hold it, or you buy an asset that can generate enough after your mortgage payment to pay for your house payment. Like my 4 family, I don't really pay my mortgage payment.
You ain't gonna be paying that. Why? Make them do it.
And like right now, there's 2 units occupied in my 4 family because I'm fixing up the other 2. I get $2,400 off of the tenants. I pay $3,600.
So by the 3rd one fixed, mortgage done.
$1,800 I'm getting for one, and then the other one I'm getting $1,800 as well.
So she want to know, can you talk about the 7 a.m. call?
The 7 a.m. That's in Reese BYOB.
Yeah, we gotta add it to our links. We gotta add
I
it to our
do. I'm gonna
links.
put it on my. Matter of fact, I'm gonna write it down because if I don't write it down, it's not happening. I'm not
I
gonna lie
think
to
I
you.
hold up. Let me see if I
My
can do it
memory
right now.
is trash. Paper is everything. Add Reese's link to Calendly.
I think I got a Zoom call I gotta get on at
I
8
got you.
o'clock.
What's today? Wednesday? Today's Thursday.
Nah, it's
Today's Thursday.
something about grants. Hold on, I'm gonna try to get the link from Reese right now and see if we can if I can put it in my bio, and I'll send it to you, Sheeta.
Yeah, send it to me. I'm gonna add it to my link tree. So when people want to like get into that call is
Yeah.
everything. That call is everything. I literally will wake up and get started on that, and my day is Gucci. But I just Ricky, I like to go on rants on here. I ain't gonna lie. I rant a lot on this because I
You
rant
even
and you
called
get
me
jealous.
today.
Huh?
I said you called me today. You realize I ain't get on there. You like, yo, why
Where
you?
was you at? Where
Yeah,
was you
I
at?
overslept. I was doing way too much work last night.
So I wanted to inform new people who don't know about it. Oh, so yeah, okay, I'll tell you how the morning call goes, right? So
Tell
essentially
me.
I'm sorry. So yeah. So essentially it started amongst our recession proof fam. It was a way to for us to really start with being accountable to each other, right? Because you can play yourself all day long, so you're gonna do X, Y, and Z. But if I tell you, Ricky, and Tab, like, yo, I'm gonna open this LLC up today, and tomorrow hit me up about it. If I come tomorrow and you're like, yo, how was the LLC? I'm gonna feel kind of weird, like knowingly saying that I said I was gonna do something and then I didn't do it.
Yeah, you about to be like, you know what? I'll call you back now. I'm gonna do it right now.
I'm gonna do it right now. I gotta go do that play right now. Matter of fact, yeah.
Right. I'll be back. Give me an hour.
So
Hold tight.
it started with just being accountable, and then it manifested into something way more powerful where a lot of us ended up coming on and we started plugging each other into things that we were doing that we didn't even know we needed help on. It started with like maybe like 6-7 people. Now we got like 17 people on it, and it's it originally was just for like the recession proof family, and we realized like there's resources around us
You
and
just
good
sent it.
people need good energy. So
Yeah, and we write down. Now, maybe we write down our goals. Well, for me, and I know he's been Marlon been getting
killing
on
it
us
with the
about.
mindset. So
Yeah.
we already, like, I want to say crazy how things happen. So from that time where we met Ricardo, me and Marlon connected, a couple of us other connected crazy, and we were having a conversation, and Maurice was like, I've been talking about our accountability call, and people are like, yo, I need something like that. Like I need something like that where
Mm-hmm.
it's people that think like I think, operate how I operate, that I could feed either ideas off of, or I can feed that understand me. You know what I'm saying? Like that understand my struggle, understand what I'm going through. Because we know sometimes our family don't.
Hey,
Like the
can you
people
add that to our
in our
link tree?
direct circle don't understand us. And we ended up they ended up like kind of like morphing it into something where it's more targeted on first priming the mind, because Marlon's a mindset coach, priming the mind to be ready every morning, because there's an entrepreneurship day, it's rough. Ain't nobody gonna tell you that stuff is easy. It's a rough, right? It starts at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's rough being an entrepreneur. And sometimes your mind needs to be sharpened daily to make sure that whatever happens that day, you're able to get through it and over it, under it, around it. Whatever you got to do, you got to get past it. And if you don't have that kind of support system, sometimes it can be harder than it has to be mentally. So it starts at 7. I'm gonna put the link in my calendar after the Zoom calls. After this live is over. So I'm
I
gonna
just
just
sent
talk.
it. I
I
just sent it
got
to
it. I
you.
got it. But
All right,
my
cool.
phone, I don't like touching my phone during the live because they just like muting me for no damn reason. And then I got to start the live over and I lose all the quality on here. And there's no way I wrote down everything that happened. I got to look up First Financial Credit Union from old boy that dropped out earlier. I got to make sure I tag Flipping Newark in here because he was in here dropping the pastoral bars. And Mr. Dilk, I wrote down everything I got to do. Prop stream. I'm going to make sure I
Morning
put prop
mindset
stream in
coffee.
there. So The morning call is popping. And it's really been affirmations is popping. You know, we getting these things going because honest to wealth. I'm gonna hit a mill before the school year over. Honest to wealth. I said it on the live. I said it on the live. Now I got no choice.
What time is what was that? You gotta say it 2 more times.
I'm gonna hit a mill for the school year over. I'm gonna hit a mill for the school year over.
Let's go.
Green State. I wrote that one down too. Didn't I tell you, Chanel? Give me a day or two. I wrote that down. They gave me First Financial today.
Huh? What happened?
She was asking about Green State.
Green State. I was looking at it for Green State. I on business. I think business products. You got to contact a banker. So most likely you have to be in that region. For personal,
yeah.
For personal, it doesn't seem like you have to. You have to be, but you have to have your LLC, I think, or your business in that region, and I think they're in Iowa, if I remember.
I didn't look at it yet. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had to put grades in all morning.
I looked at it.
And your kids was failing. I'm joking. Not all of them. Only 3.
Yeah, Iowa. Yeah, they in Iowa.
Done.
Only 3.
And the link should be done for me. If y'all wanna hop in my link tree when y'all wanna hop in my link tree and I get off the live, the link is in there. Y'all just sign up and the text will come, I think at around like 6 o'clock or 6:30 in the morning.
6:45 or something like that. If anything, he gets to you once you fill it out. So hold up. Because Ricky's a man with the real estate, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna tell you what my goal is. This is my goal over the next year. I want to just be a silent investor in deals off of my credit cards. So that's why I'm making sure I'm getting all these damn LLCs so that these things could age up a little bit more, and I can get like 75 to 100K off of each LLC. And all I'm gonna do is be like, yo, I got 75, 100K. What time do you need that money? And I really want to be like, all right, where's the form? Where's the deal? Where's the where the paperwork at? Let me get my people looking through this paperwork and hit it. Let me wire that check. And in 3-4 months, wire me back double my check. That's what I want to do. I just want to see the wires, Ricky. How can we see the wires, Ricky?
Yeah, well, I feel like you was on a TV a movie real quick.
Right,
you know them lines.
See.
You know them lines that
you see me chill back in the chair?
Ricky!
That's how I want my money to come.
I want to see the wire, Ricky.
That's what I want. I'm sitting in the chair, lean back. I want the money to come back. I'm like, all right, look, all right. How we get the wires?
Give me the wire, Ricky.
Oh man, that's amazing. So no, that's definitely the play, man. To make sure that we put the money out, land development. Like I told you before, people come to me with all kinds of deals.
Wait, hold up. Were you behind that development that's going on around the corner of my property? My property's on.
Don't put your business out there.
I was just about to say, damn, I can't even. I'm gonna text you. I'm gonna message you.
All right.
Cause it's funny, yo. It's crazy, right? Where my property is. Yeah, I was on live the other day with Brandon. We got the park. The park is right in front of us. I'm not even gonna say the park either, because it would definitely put my business out. But the park, and they redeveloped the whole park, right? And now they doing the whole street over on all sides, and the streets, the adjacent streets, right? Not only that, you go literally up the block and to the right, and there's a big piece of land. Now there's a development coming. I think it's a 20 or 30 or 40 unit, something like that. That's coming. Brand new build.
There's going to be new buildings coming all over Newark. There's buildings and there's plans coming all over Newark, East Orange, and Orange, New Jersey.
And where? In Orange?
Yeah.
And where?
East Orange, and Newark gonna have new developments coming everywhere.
Yeah, because even our contractor, he said his man's who's a developer, he's pretty big in real estate too. But our man's who's a developer, he's like, yo, his man's going crazy right now. Like he got a whole bunch of job offers for him to do the construction, and he's also developing a lot of his own.
Actually, I just got a deal I just got a deal from Bayonne on the water, 200, way above our pay grade. But
My pay grade is high.
What is it? 2 mil?
2 mil.
I'm getting it. I'm getting
Acquisition price, or that's with
just the acquisition price approved.
Yeah,
land,
you're right.
Just the land alone
is worth more
on
than
the
that.
water of Bayonne.
That's worth 10 to 15 million after
$50 million. $50 million for 325 units. Only the land with approved plans. So what I do? I sent it to my man Pastor D. Because why? Because Pastor D has a big group because he golfs a lot.
Pastor know where the money's at. That's why
everybody,
somebody know where the money resides.
Yep.
Pastor got the mean golfing shoes and the swag.
Right. Like, he may not be able to knock it down because me and him could do 3 families ground ups.
Right.
You know what I mean? I could bring those deals to him, but he knows somebody who can handle that type of deal because you got to be heavy. But I have bought them a deal which was in Richfield, New Jersey, right on the Hudson River. And it was in Bergen County. And they hopped on the call for it. And that was like $30 million acquisition. They didn't like it for a reason, but this one now, because they were like, they don't want to do nothing in East Orange. They want like a Bayonne on the water. That's what they want.
They wanted the Hoboken, the Weehawken.
That's what they want. They want heavy. They don't
Kearney, the Secaucus.
Yeah, they don't want South 17th Street.
Oh, okay.
So what do they do? That's why it's levels to everything. These guys build golf courses internationally and domestic. All right, so let that sink in.
That's crazy.
All them heavy hitters that go into golf courses and got memberships and all of that stuff, they the ones who do that.
Relationships.
Them niggas building golf courses in DR, Mexico, everywhere.
Relationships.
And because he's been going golfing so long, he's built a relationship with them. And because they see you shining, they know you out here in the jungle doing your thing. A lot of those guys who got that type of money, they don't want to be in the jungle. They just want you to go find the deals for them.
Yep.
They lazy.
And remember, it's hard to survive in the jungle, especially when you're not from here.
So they want somebody. They want that middleman.
Oh yeah. They want the middleman. Darren's their middleman.
That's crazy.
And as you can see, most people wouldn't even give up their plug. How I just threw him on the live. Hey, everybody, that's the man. Go see him. Niggas would be like, oh, nah, come see me first.
Right.
Yeah, oh, nah, I got you. No, what you need? Everybody know that's true. Everybody, no, I say nothing to him. They can't know he's the man. He's the plug.
I'm weak. Yo, Chanel, I put it in the calendar on my link tree. You guys can see it says Morning Mindset Coffee, morning call, 7 a.m. You can go check it.
I just know that there's abundance of money and there's no lack of it. The lack of money is a mindset. So as many deals as you could go ahead and give him, as many deals is going to come my way, as many deals that we all going to share together, no matter what, we still going to be in. We like huge trains moving that's going to link up and move together. Because we all on our own tracks. We just going to get together, hook on, and just be one colossal.
That's crazy because my property just if I get approved, if I
Yo,
get
bro,
the
stop saying if, yo. Throw that if word in the trash. Shred it. Your
sorry
word is
I
your
got.
sorry.
word.
Hey,
Like,
yo,
Once I
DM
get
back.
that shit is
once I
DM me
get that
back.
annoying,
land next to
yo.
my
I've been telling you
property,
this every day with this if
You
word.
get
If
what?
that shit.
I said if I get this land next to
You
my
did it
property,
again. When?
when I get this land next to my property,
Jesus.
I can turn my property into a 20 unit. It's a 4-family right now. When I get this land next to my property, I can turn my property into a 20 unit
I got a
building.
play that I want you guys to hit me up. It's an ill ass play too. I'm gonna give y'all the rundown on it. Monthly bread though. I
That's what we
just
like.
monthly heavy bread though, like coming in.
Okay.
And I just found them on the pre-foreclosure list, but hit me up, guys. That's one of those deals I can't give out to the whole crew.
Nah, I'm hold on. What's it? I'm making sure I follow you, man. I gotta
I've been told y'all.
look. Remember, I told you I follow and unfollow just to make sure I did it. I want that notification to pop up for you. Make sure you see it.
I'm telling y'all, everybody I've been bringing on these lives has been pure value, and I've been speaking them up. I think I spoke up Tanya. I spoke up Tanya yesterday. Tanya came on. I shut up. I wasn't even talking. I let Tanya talk. Every time I see Ricky, I'm like, Ricky, where you at? I dare go, like, you can go in the live, and as soon as I see Mr. Deal close, I'm like, Ricky, bring it.
I'll be Xing out like I'll be back.
I gotta go.
Every person
I
has
gotta
been
go.
giving pure value. Y'all don't
Nah,
understand.
that's
Ricky, don't give an
beautiful.
ebook.
I do have an ebook that's dropping. I'm gonna be dropping it I'm gonna be doing the pre-sale next week, and then I'm gonna be dropping it on Black Friday. And the
That's
ebook, because
beautiful.
what I've been doing, which I didn't talk about, I created a company called Freedom Academy. So Freedom Academy, can you guys hear me? Because I'm stuck in the thing. I don't know.
We can hear you. We can't
Now
see you.
we can't. Yeah, we can hear you,
Nah,
but
it's
we
cool.
can't see you.
So yeah, see, you could just hear me. So I started a company called Freedom Academy. What Freedom Academy did is that that came out starting to teach people about how to read a credit report. I call it the basics 101, stuff that you should have known coming out of high school. So I teach people how to read a credit report. I teach people how to get their credit up to a 680. I teach them how to create their own LLC so that they can become a consultant and help other people create their LLCs for them as well. I teach them about wholesaling. I teach them about how to get a hard money lender, what's a fix and flip, as simple as what is a first-time home buyer. Because you'll be surprised, you be like, oh, not everybody know how to buy a house. Man, people don't be knowing the first thing smoking about buying their first house. So those are the things that I literally bring. So far, I've created about 30 new LLC owners under the age of 25. So I've been literally teaching.
I do remember who you are. I've met you before.
Oh, okay.
Not for that reason, but
Not-
because I saw that you were actually helping people under the age of 25
right.
open up. And I think I joined Freedom, and I sent a couple people. I don't know if they ever did, but I have a couple younger cousins, and I sent to them like, yo, he helps you guys open up LLCs so you guys can understand what to do with it.
Yo, I tell them straight up. I say, listen, guys, the first class, because I was doing 3-week sessions. I said the first class, and I'm giving it out for free because from the age of 17 to 25, that's the sauce I wish I knew at that age group. And I told them straight up, yo, if you guys can't come up with $125, leave now. Because you got to get the hell out because you ain't serious. Because if you need that quarter, you're gonna buy that quarter. If you need that eighth, you're gonna find money to buy that eighth. You want them Jordans? Everybody in here got a license. You better go grab your mother's car and go do some grub up. But you're gonna do what you gotta do because you want to do it.
I'm done.
Yo,
I'm done. You can't. Nah, but for real, you're gonna find money for what you're gonna find money to buy what you want to buy. You're gonna find it. There's no lack of money. Even the people who don't have money, they don't lack money. They lack priorities. He got caught into the matrix. Ricky, I'm bringing you back when you come back. You lack priorities. There's no lack of money.
Absolutely.
There is no lack of money. You don't lack money. Oh, yo, Ricardo's a gem. This man is a gem. You
Yeah,
don't
so
lack
a lot
money.
of. Can you see me? Can you?
Boy
We can't
came
see
back
you,
on
but we can
same
hear
thing
you.
happened.
Like, you like the genie. What's going on?
He had to been in Aladdin.
We back. All right, we can see you. Yep, full effect.
There we go.
Yeah, so it's like if the community have especially the youth. So if the youth and our community, even the adults, have a sense of ownership, and the ownership don't only have to be property; it could be their own EIN. Then automatically the mindset is gonna make you start moving different. Like, yo, I'm a business owner. What's next? What's your business now? What are you going to do? I'm already going to teach you the basics of making money, like fixing a person's credit. You know what I mean? How to create an LLC for other people. So automatically, no matter if you're not the real estate guru when you leave me, but at least you got these intellectual properties that ain't never going to leave you. These properties ain't never going to leave you.
Never.
Nobody can take it yet
So-
what you know away from you.
Nobody can take that away from you. You could be a consultant any day. You can need $4.99. You can fix my credit right now and get your $4.99. There ain't nothing that could stop you. You need to pay for that class to become a realtor. You don't feel like driving Uber Eats or having a bunch of people sitting in your car at Uber, then you already know what you could do. You could go do some consulting work. You could throw up for a whole month on your Instagram. You going to reel in one person who say, I need my credit fixed. That's just how it is. You ain't never fixed credit in your life. Throw up for a whole month, hella credit memes and everything. You going to get one person to say, I need my credit fixed.
Credit fixed.
Mm-hmm.
At least. You put it out in the air, in the atmosphere, it's going to come back to you the right way.
If you cannot find $125, leave right now. Because if you can't find $125, you gotta go fix your mindset before you come get this money.
You got to fix your mindset first. You ain't even. Yo, I had these girls literally 3 weeks drive down 2 hours from Philly. They drove 2. Oh, we out here.
I'm sorry, go ahead. That
Yo, my fault. My fault.
Yo, he ready to break there.
Yeah, man. I gotta get to
Yo,
it.
you said you had 2 girls come from Philly. My bad.
Yo, I'm just saying, literally from Philly to learn the sauce. Drove. They got in the car together. That's determination.
That's what's up. Those type of people you break your back for.
For real.
That's what's up. Y'all gotta realize something. Like, this is why even like in our circles, when I have conversations, when I have conversations with certain people, it's the level of commitment that they have that will make me listen to you.
Yeah, it makes you want to go harder.
It makes you go harder when you know that
Right.
you roll with people who have the same level of commitment. So like, when I joined Recession Proof, I know that it was I paid $5,000 to be in that circle. I paid $5,000. Sorry, let me be exact. $4,497. Right? I paid that money to be in that group. There were other people who also paid $5,000 to be in that group. The mentality you have to pay $5,000 for education outside of a curriculum means that, yo, we're thinking on the same mindset. We value that. That's also why the mentorships are people they join in these groups. The more expensive it is, it's not even the money at that point. It's the value of the people who are able to, one, spend that money and understand the value they're getting, and two, understand that it's not really that you're spending it, you're investing in yourself to get to the next level. Because if I'm in a room full of people who we all spent 5,000, all right, boom, that's small. That might be small to somebody who did it for 50,000, but for somebody who only could pay $100 for a course and they stressing about that $100, we're not the same. Here he go. We're not the same. So in that case, we have the mentality that is in that room, and the level of commitment that's in that room is different. Reese, we were talking about you for an hour. What, your ears was itching? We've been talking about you for an hour, Reese.
You talking about education? You talking about my topic now?
It's
My
investing in
God.
yourself,
Nigga just spent like $12,000 on fucking education, man, for a
right? I don't even
weekend.
want to tell you how deep I'm in. I don't even want to tell you how deep I am.
It's funny. I was just talking to Goody about it because my credit program is out. It's coming. Sorry, it's gonna be out. And he was telling me the same thing. He was like, "Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, we was talking about the price and everything like that. He was like, look, I don't know, but I feel like you might have to up that because people are gonna focus more and are gonna want to do it more because
of the price.
Because of the price. Like I paid for this. I'm going to make sure I do this, and what I do with it is going to be astronomical. And I'm gonna make sure I get every single aspect of it done.
That's what it is. Because honest to God, when I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? So he had a sale. It was $39.97. He had a sale. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. Information's good. I did my research on this. I looking stuff up. Everything he was saying was like clicking to me, right? And I couldn't find my wallet and I was tired, so I went to sleep. I woke up, the shit went up $1,000. I was like, oh my God. What? And now I'm like, damn, let me go ahead and buy it now before this shit go to 6,000, right? And then I'm like, I paid $5,000 for a course. And in my head, I'm like, I'm going to make that $5,000 back in freaking 60 days or less because I just paid $5,000 for a course. I have since I learned a lot of this stuff, I've since made way more money than that. But let's be honest, like I had to invest that first, right? You had to invest it. I would have sat there with the same knowledge I had last year and been over here like, I'm not paying for that. Bruh, if you don't actually get in the room with people who know what they're doing, the only reason why all four of us are on this live right now is because three of us paid to get in the room with each other. Then one of us brought us in the room with somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
And because they know the seriousness of, well, we paid to get in the room. This one been building rooms for people to get into for the longest.
Right.
We understand the value and we understand the seriousness of everybody in the room. So even when we have like meetups or even in our morning calls and we have different conversations, everybody in the room understands like, yo, I'm dead ass about this shit.
Facts. Like 2 years ago, I was scared like my first course was probably like, what was it, 1,500. I looked at
Right.
this and was like, yo, that's a lot. That's damn, 1,500. I'm really about to drop 1,500 on this shit.
Now what you say?
Now this fucking year we dropping 12 grand on a weekend, not even a course, for fucking 3 days.
How you feel about that?
I'm just like, that shit was exciting. It's like it puts you really in different rooms. Like you're able to talk to different individuals like to be around those people that had that same mindset as me. And I was like, yo, if you're willing to spend $12,000 on education for 3 days, I need you to be my friend. Like I need to know the shit that you know. We need to go out and get food later on and see like what's good. Like just talk about shit that's not business because now I need to actually like be able to connect with you on some everyday type shit. Just cause like those are the people I want to surround myself around, not the people that's scared to spend $1,000 or like me 2 years ago, $1,500 on a course because I think this is a scam.
A $1,500 course. I'm like, yo, what are you not giving me? No bullshit.
Yo.
I'm like, what's missing?
That is so true. I'm
so serious.
That is so true.
Like, what's not like what is something like why like what am I missing? What are you not giving me? What's your upsell? I go
Yes.
now. I
So
go look at what's their highest price course because I want everything.
yeah, because if I'm really interested in that, like I'm gonna do like I
I'm
paid
dodging.
for the government contracting course. We've been into government contracting, but what September we were in a course for it. We paid like I think 3,000 for it. Beautiful, amazing, and I'm glad I did because now I know once I finish with everything that I'm doing completely, which would be in around December, January, I'm jumping right into it. And he showed me different things. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Me
And
and
that three
Marlon was
thousand
just
dollar
having that
investment gonna make you
conversation.
what? Bands like when y'all look at the offset. If I spend, all right, put it like this, right? If I could teach you, right, how to get, and you into real estate, you really into real estate, like you not bullshit into real estate, you heavy into real estate, and I could teach you how to get a 100,000, no interest loan for no interest for 15 months, and I'm like, yo, I'm charging you 2,000, learn how to do that. Are you going to tell me no?
Nope.
If you
First of all, let me tell you how serious it was. And we got to set up the room with the 9 girls. I brought Rashid in the room with 2 girls that I already knew had good credit. They already had Amex cards. She sat in there with them for 2 hours. I done left the room like 4 times. Went and got cappuccino. When it slept, you know, I like this. When it slept, yo, I come back, they still talking.
Dude, always taking a
Yo, at
nap,
the end of
man.
the whole thing, they peeled her off $1,000. She could have said 2,000. They would have peeled it off a piece. Right in the room. They almost gave me 500 for introducing her.
information,
It's key.
information, and I'm gonna tell you the crazy part is they already had the wallet. They already had the wallet. They got the wallet. Once you tap into the power of the wallet, doors open.
Oh,
What's in your wallet?
I knew she was coming. Yo, she always be the pun on words be on point, boy.
Seriously, it's already there. It's already there. What's the most you paid? Collectively or individually?
I'm talking to
Yeah,
the
that's the
audience.
question. We want to know what's the most y'all paid for education? I think this year I think I'm at like 20.
I literally had to set a cap for myself. I'm like, yo, I will not spend more than 25,000 a year on education.
I'm trying to think. I think I'm at 8 or 9. And I got a grant.
Yeah,
I got
all
a
y'all
grant
beat.
call tonight. So that actually I forgot about that. I think we're at 10.
All y'all beat me. I'm only at 5.
I went ham. That's why I said I'm not buying no more courses until like I finish one left. I have one left. I'm not buying nothing. But I'm good.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think I'm at 10 for the year. And
Yeah, I tapped out for the
Nice.
year. It was
I'm at
only the
10. I'm
mastermind. The
at
mastermind put
10,000.
me over.
And I've
Courses,
made my money back.
yeah, courses I'm probably sitting at 4,000 was the highest. No, 5,000 was the highest course. That mastermind though
Am I
was
at 10?
fucking crazy. That shit was like
Oh no.
outrageous.
I'm at 5. The other 5 it was for information to actually for a specific bank. If we talking about paying for information, then I think I'm at like 15.
I'm paying for
And for
information.
and
I don't even care. Somebody tell me, yo, I can teach y'all to do this. How much? My first question is how much? I'm gonna
yeah,
say how much. If your price too low, I'm gonna think you don't know enough.
yeah. Like seriously. Like yo, the bank like even
You
some of
charging
the
me
banks
500? I could go look that up. You don't know enough.
some of the banks I've been telling y'all like yo, y'all don't understand that the connection that I've gotten through some of these banks, even to the vice president, I had to pay for. And I'm coming on to teach you how to get the relationships now. So think about it. I'm mentoring you on how you can become your own bank, but I've already paid for all the connections.
Hmm
So this
Yo,
is where
business
we
credit,
telling y'all.
business credit program coming soon. I gotta go. Actually,
Yo, peace, man.
hey man, I love y'all for real. Follow everybody on this live, and it was an absolute pleasure as always. And you know I always stay on with you to the end, but tonight I got other stuff to do.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I gotta do my budget. I gotta do my budget today. I ain't gonna stay on
Yeah,
past
you're
10.
supposed to do it all live, actually, so you can teach these people how to.
I got
You know
y'all
what
on
I'm saying?
Monday. Ricardo popped on the live. I couldn't let Ricardo hop on the live and I snatch him up. This is the longest I'm gonna have Ricardo until I come see him.
Later, Chanel. Yo, Reese. I'll see you in the morning.
Yo, I'll
Mr.
see
Deal
you.
Closer. Hey,
All right,
I gotta
guys. Yeah,
hit you
holla
up.
at me. We gotta.
I need to hear
Yep,
about that
yep. Hit me
Monday.
up. We're gonna run that play for
Yeah, I
sure.
need to hear about that Monday for sure. But
All
anyways,
right.
have a good one.
Peace, bro.
I'm about to leave out too, guys. You guys be good.
You going too, Ricky?
Yes,
All right,
yes.
man. Look, I appreciate your time.
I'm on more lives though. I'm on more
All
lives. I
right, I'm gonna
got you.
snap. I'm saying I see Mr.
All
Deal
right.
Closer in the row. I'm snap.
Reese, later, bro. I'll see you on Monday.
All right, fam. I'll talk to you.
All right.
We was dead talking about you. I put the morning messenger link in my bio.
I just got the notification that y'all was on Zoom. I mean, live. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let's hop on real quick because I need to go
Bruh,
live
I've
for my
been on
big
live
net.
since 5
Yo,
ish.
what's good with you, man? These long ass lives.
Bruh, the people want it. I've
Man,
been on
I've been
live
on
since
live for
5
like 10
ish.
minutes.
Huh?
I'm like, let me get my 10 minutes in and I'm done.
Get in. Nah, my lives be movies.
People gonna go back and like, oh yeah, I got a whole mastermind course of lives. You want 30-day course? Okay, cool. Go back
Bruh,
and watch all my lives.
go back and watch from the beginning. Just had that joint on replay. Like you could just run it through. Every live talking about something different. We had Turo, we had Airbnb, we had real. Matter of fact, we had a pastor on earlier about buying the block.
Oh shit. That sounds lit. I'm
What?
mad I missed that one.
I
I
don't
need
even
that
know.
part.
I don't even know how that happened. It's
Said
that's what
this
I'm
is getting
learning though.
nitty.
Chanel, no bull. This is what I'm learning, yo. You have to get in the room. You have to get in the room. I'm gonna pay whatever I gotta pay to get in this room because the conversation in this room is about how to flip the bigger bag, how to take yourself out the equation. Like yesterday, Tanya was literally talking about it, and I'm like, this is why you gotta get. I paid to be in the room. 2 people that came in my live this week, I paid to be in the room with them. And the conversation was different because we paid to be in the same room. So it was no bullshit conversation. It was no bullshit conversation. It was no, yo, I did at the club. Nah, ain't nobody talking about that. We like, yo, I freaking bought this building and I ended up putting a club in it. And when I put the club in it, my office is upstairs. And I also use the club as this space. That's the conversation about the club.
Mm-hmm.
It's not, oh, yo, I was popping bottles. Do you know I have a liquor contract? And that's how I contract to these
I was
clubs,
free.
and that's how I wholesale alcohol, and that's how I make my money. And I'm able to do that. That's the conversation about the clubs. It's not, this A. Oh, I started my company and I was able to get into one of these states that are doing cannabis, and now I make the wrappings for weed, and that's how I wholesale like the paper that so you don't smell it. That's the conversation about that. Like I need to learn that. I need to learn how to be in the conversation, but I'm operating the conversation.
Conversation I had since I am a little bit on Turo, I had a conversation. I was like, yo, here's literally how you can be the banker for car dealerships. I was like, hold on, wait, what the fuck you just say?
Come on.
He was like, yeah, I kind of don't want to drop this shit, but I'm gonna drop a little teaser.
No. Start that sentence over. Sorry. If you see this, you gotta cut it out.
He was like,
Start that
yo,
over.
cause here's how you be the fucking banker for used car dealerships. So used car dealerships, they need that money from somewhere. They usually go to Bank of America too. They go to Chase, but like for us, this is one play I'm kind of mad about. It's like you got that Navy Federal play that so many people dropped on here. Not even infinite banking. You got Navy Federal play that so many people dropped on here. Cool. That's one inquiry from one credit union. You go to 5 credit unions, you get as many fucking credit unions to give you pre-approvals. You get that check. You go to your small dealer, you go buy a car from them. But You're keeping that car on their fucking lot. They're going to keep that car and then they're going to sell it to somebody else. It's called the floor plan model. I can't go into detail over this shit, but basically all you're doing is you're being a better finance for the small dealer than anyone else would, because we as a consumer with credit unions get better rates than they do on their commercial loans for that money.
Get the
So they're going to pay us. They're going to
get the
pay us $2,000, $2,500 a month just to have that car sitting at that lot that they're going to sell in 90 days anyway.
get the fuck.
So we're buying the car, but that shit never leaves the lot. So you never have to get fucking insurance. You never have to have title of state tags and all that shit. So you don't got to pay for that. Just that one check, that Navy Federal check that you get, that shit come in the mail, cool. Take that shit to your small dealer, buy the car, you leave out, collect your $2 fucking grand every single month. 90 days, that loan is paid off, you go get another one. And if y'all know anything about these things that we're talking about, it's like you increase your credit by you paying off these fucking small loans, and now you jumped up to a higher rack, a higher tier. Oh
Get
yeah,
that
start with
Bentley
Toyota.
Balenciaga.
Started with Toyota, went up to BMW, went up to the Benz, went up to the i8s, went up to the Ferraris. Then oh shit, next thing you know, we got a Rolls Royce sitting in the fucking garage. Yeah. So floor plan model, look into that shit.
Maurice. You
But you
took that
gotta
out
have
the
the
bed.
connect. You gotta have the connect for that dealer. You can't just use any dealer, because they can fuck you over. So have a connect with I got one too. Hit me up. Um, but no, so have a connection with a used car dealership owner and like break that shit down to them. I'm pretty sure they're probably doing that floor plan model, but they use a different company called AFC or something, where you literally can just you can be that person, like you can be the bank, because you literally have $50,000 sitting right there. If you knew Navy Federal fucking called them at 3 o'clock in the morning, you get that check 2 days later, sitting on your lap. I think I still got the check actually. It's
Don't
somewhere
drop the
around
check
here.
on live. You gonna drop the check on? Yo, share this live out.
It was
Maurice just gave out
it
a.
was
Yo, if y'all don't save this live and send it to y'all friends, Maurice. First of all, I spoke to you this morning. You did not tell me this. I'm offended.
this conversation was today.
All right,
This
you're forgiven.
conversation was today.
All right, you're forgiven. That's crazy.
Like once I had that conversation, I sat here for an hour, did my research on it. I was like, oh shit, this is fucking amazing. I literally text Brandon and Pierre. I was like, yo, when y'all told me this shit, it was bullshit. When I looked it up, I'm like, why the fuck did y'all explain this shit better to me? I don't
We gotta
even
be.
like
We gotta be better
at this
teachers.
point, yeah, at this point, I was like, yo, I kind of don't even want to do Turo because this shit is so much easier.
No,
Like I don't,
no
so much fucking easier.
customer service.
Yeah, exactly. I got my first fucking 4-star rating today. That shit had me mad.
What
I'm gonna pull this shit up.
they gave you 4
I'm
stars
gonna,
for what?
I'm gonna pull this shit the fuck up. I'm like,
Let's
I
give
got
them
no
2 stars.
control. I got no control of your fucking phone not being able to connect to Apple Play. Where's this shit at?
Yo,
Post.
if y'all don't share this
Review.
live out, get this out to 40 people. Maurice not coming on no more and giving y'all no gems. I'm keeping him.
Nope.
I'm keeping him in the pocket. He's never coming on again. He gonna deactivate the morning call link. What he say? Maurice is cool and quick to respond. The car was in great shape, drove nice, perfect for my evening out. Only reason I'm giving 4 stars is because the Apple CarPlay was glitching, making the navigation and music really uncomfortable to manage. Would have been nice. Sorry, your thing is moving. Would have been nice. Shit, move back a little bit.
Would have been nice to know beforehand, but hopefully it's resolved before the next time someone else uses. Would highly recommend Ramis. I'm like, bro, that shouldn't happen to me. That shouldn't happen to nobody else. Out
That's
of the
your stupid
fucking
ass car.
80,
That's your stupid ass phone.
right, 80 fucking 6 people, I got this one dickhead that's mad about his Apple Play, his phone not connected. I can't control your fucking phone.
Dickhead. We
And
coughing
now I lost my 5 stars.
because
That
of a
shit had me
hater.
tight, man. I called Turo. I was like, yo, can y'all delete this? Because this is straight bullshit. It's like, no, he didn't use no profanity or nothing, so blah, blah. I'm like, man, fuck y'all, dickhead. I messaged him, I was like, yo, so what's going on with this shit? He was like, "Oh, we just bought a new wire from the gas station. We couldn't use Apple Play." I'm like, "So you bought the fucking gas station charger? You expect that shit to work in the bins?" That's what you're telling me.
That's what you did.
Fucking faggot. Either way,
Yo!
that shit had me tight.
Yo, listen. This is how you combat that. You get him a wire, leave a wire in the car, glue it to the thing so they
Going
can't teeth
forward.
the wire them because you know them people them teeth the wire. And technically it's supposed to be Bluetooth. Why you over here stressing about a wire?
Uh,
He don't know how to use technology.
Dickhead, man. Other way, but back to the point and shit.
Yo,
Get in the rooms.
that play is crazy though. Could you run that back real quick?
Nah, fuck that. They gotta rewatch it. So getting into rooms. This card right here got me to an amazing fucking room. If y'all know the airport, I like the best place for me to get drunk at is at the airport. I don't really like drinking anywhere else. My favorite spot is at the airport to get drunk at. Why? Because the niggas I have conversation with in these rooms and that fucking lounge with free liquor is epic.
In these rooms?
That little lounge with them comfortable chairs with their free mimosas and wine liquor, with the Jack and Cokes, epic conversations. You're meeting people from all around the world in all different industries that does not like fucking waiting in the normal dumbass seats.
Who's doing that?
Them conversations are real.
I'm gonna tell y'all, and I said this story before. I think I told y'all the morning meetup. I'm in a morning coffee call. I told y'all on the accountability call before. And Steve Harvey actually said it, and I knew that's why I was doing it, but I didn't know why I was doing it. Like I didn't know how to put it into words. So I had to fly out to Florida for like something with my merchant or something like that. It was something with one of my LLCs. I had to fly out to Florida, and I booked the ticket points or whatever. But I booked it first class because I don't like flying in the back, right? I don't. And I'm sitting up there. I had my laptop up. I was still teaching, but we still remote, so I was out and about. I had my laptop out. I had my two phones sitting out, and I'm doing whatever. I'm checking on my e-commerce store. I'm checking on this, that, and the third. And the guy next to me, he looked his setup like mine. I don't got, I'm getting there. I'm bringing wealth into my life through words and actions. But homeboy was going back and forth with the stocks on his phones the whole time. It was laptop. I had one phone at that time. He had two phones, one laptop, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm over here just
Like, what's good, bro?
I had to
What
ask
pays
him
you
in the middle
doing?
of the plane because we were trying to get Wi-Fi in the sky and joint wasn't working. I'm like, yo, what you do? It's like, I'm a hedge fund. I said, oh, you got any tips? I done choked half the stocks out his phone. Because the conversation up there, you want to sit next to the hedge fund guy because he's not about to be squeezing up in the back. He got two phones and a laptop he needs space for. Homeboy was a big guy. Homeboy eat real
Facts.
good. He eats steaks and lobsters on the golf course, chilling with his feet up.
Facts.
Conversation different. Conversation is different.
You ever
And
have a
we
fucking
talked about
conversation
it.
with Susan?
We talked about it. He's like, I said, well, I'm into e-commerce and I do other things. And he said, well, how's your store doing? I'm like, it's good because everybody's home. Everybody's home. Nobody's going outside. It's good. He's like, yeah, I could see that. He said he did tell me. He said Amazon gonna be shooting. He said all them stores. He said everybody who transitioned. He said you have to look at how the stores are rolling. But he said the stock market is rocky right now. So if you don't understand it, then get into companies that are solid. And then which I pretty much knew that part. But we ended up talking. I think it was Orphe. I wrote down a couple of them that he did, and I gave it to my stock guy to go ahead and put some money in there for me. But it's a different conversation. I'm not saying that rich people don't fly coach, but the type of person that is in first class,
Different.
different. You catch me in there, and then he's like, "Oh, how you get this?" And I'm like, "I'm looking. First of all, I'm gonna look at the seat. I know the price of everything when I get on the flight anyway, so I know the price. So if I know what the price is, I'm always checking it. I'm gonna check to see how much miles it is. If I look and see, all right, you paid $1,500, $2,000 to sit up here. I paid $12, right? Plus some miles. Plus some miles. I want to know what you do. And I'm going to ask you, how you doing? No. We all comfortable. It's comfortable here. They're going to bring me some liquor. They're going to bring you some free liquor too. Because you ain't paying for liquor up there.
And liquor make you talk.
Liquor make you talk. And now we having a conversation. Now I done got your number off the flight. And I'm not
Get in the
banging you.
rooms, people. Get in the room.
Get in the room. I'm not sitting here and say go outprice yourself and go pay 10,000 you don't have to get in the room. But if you think that you're about to just form connection with people without paying to getting around them, I always bag them. I always bag them. You see this? This is a winning.
Put on a whole different persona too.
Yo, I'm telling you, like, oh my gosh. Every time I get in the room, I'm just like, yo, like, I start listening. I talk a lot on my lives because I ain't got no choice. But but I get in the room, I start listening. I hear a trigger word. I have trigger words too. I hear a trigger word, I'm listening even more. And I'm following that book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And I'm asking questions. The right questions. Not, oh, I want to be like you. No, I don't. I need to figure out how to make your system work for me. That's what I need to do. Because I'm not you. I'm not going to compare myself to you. I don't know what the hell you did to get to where you at. But whatever's working for you, I need to figure out how I can make that and implement that into me. Because I'm still me.
Facts.
That's why I stopped even trying. Honestly, I was going to try to do Toro myself. Nah, I'm not even going to try to do that. I need to figure out how to get Maurice to do this with this management fee at a price that I like. That's what I need to do.
Shit, once I learn floor plan, we probably won't even be able to do that. Ain't even no
I need
point
to
no
figure out
more.
how to get that floor plan. That's what I need to figure out. That's what I need to figure
Yeah.
out. That sounds like passive money.
My whole goal is to be the bank. That's what I'm aiming towards. I'm doing a small business shit that way I can get the systems in place to hire people out to be the investor and sell my whole blueprint of these businesses. But if you saying I could be the bank from the very jump, what the fuck? I'm taking that for off the rip.
You know what I did to a couple of my students? I have a couple of them. They super sharp. Like when I say sharp, like I would tell them, I'll be like, yo, here's a problem. And I'll be like, yo, solve this problem 3 different ways. This kid is sharp. He will solve it 3 different ways. When he talks to me about stuff, during the pandemic, it's 3 of them. During the pandemic, one of them, he used to always ask me weird questions. Like he would try to take up my Zoom lunchtime with like tax questions. He looked into wholesaling. He looked about tax liens. I don't know. This kid was like, Mr. Rick, I'm like, look, yo, Twan, I've been on the phone with you for 25 minutes. I have 20 minutes left for my lunch break. I'm going to eat. I will see you tomorrow. But what is that? I'm leaving the room. Bye-bye. Like I had to get him off like that. But he was in 7th grade last year. He in 8th grade this year. And there's another 2. I sat them down and I said, you guys are sharp. And I want you to know this off rip. Make sure that you find ways to be creative. Just how you can sit here and solve this problem 3 different ways. In life, there's multiple different ways to get to the same destination. That's why I'm making you solve it 3 different ways. There's not just, there's my way. There's a way you figured it out. There's another way. There's this way. And look at it. I said, look at that. All the same answer, right? Because it's how you make reason to what's in front of you. There's no one path to success. And I said, look at this. I'm teaching you guys here. And I said, if y'all tell anybody this, y'all gonna sit with me for lunch for the whole year. Y'all never gonna see outside. You're not gonna see recess, gym, track, basketball, nothing. If this is ever repeated, I will always find out. So if I tell you this and I hear this outside of this circle, I swear to God, I had to threaten them just like that, right? I had to get it in, right? I showed him one of the statements for my e-commerce store. I said, look at this. I said, what time does this say this hit my account? He said 11:59. I said, where am I at 11:59? On Monday through Friday. He said, at school. I said, is this from this job? He said, no. He could see it. I said, where does it say it came from? He said Walmart. I said, where's the other one say it came from? He said, Facebook. I said, notice that I'm here and my money's still coming. I'm not working for that. I work for it, but I'm not there to work for it. I don't have to exchange time for that. I have systems in place that exchange time for that. So you need to figure out as you're growing in life, and don't let this shit play you. Don't let people play you and think that, oh, I gotta go exchange time for money. The destination is to get to the bread, right? That's the whole point. The journey, that's the end goal, to get to the bread. There's 1,000 different ways to get there. You got to figure out which way works for you. I said, I'm here, and the check's still coming. Mr. Rickers, you a millionaire? Not yet. I'm gonna get there. You still gonna teach me when you're a millionaire? Maybe, if I like you. Maybe. I said, look at that though. It's still coming. I said, y'all look quick. Y'all look quick. Y'all gonna figure that out. And I only said it because me and them are close. But I had to show him, like, yo, there's 10 different ways to skin that cat. I sent y'all the Facebook info, I think. Or was it just one person? Just DM me about the Facebook joint. I'll send it to y'all. I told y'all Walmart's emotional. I'm not promoting it. I'm not. Because if you say Rashida told me to do this and Walmart stressed you out, I did not tell you to do that.
Yeah, Chanel, I managed my ones else out here. Then I got somebody else managing some cars that I got in Philly. But all the ones I got in Jersey, I'm self-managed. I got some help between my wife and my sister, but mainly me.
He got like 50 cars. All right, he got like 20. I exaggerated. But it's damn they gonna get to 50 shit. Everybody in the group wanna give him a car. Maurice gonna have to have a lot soon.
All I need is a lot, and I got mad of them waiting. I had a comment to say on what you said. Oh, who I heard this from? I don't even know who I heard it from, but he was like, "Yo, never met somebody with 2 jobs that had more money than a person with 1 job. I never met somebody with 3 jobs that had more money than a person with 2 jobs. You having more jobs don't make you having more money." And I used to think that way too. Like, y'all hear me say this shit? I'm Jamaican. I got mad fucking jobs. I literally had mad jobs, but at the end of it, I didn't have more money than the fucking person that had no job. And I had to start reevaluating my mindset on that shit. I'm like, all right, how can I get to their status? Like, do I got to cut back my jobs? Yeah, cool. All right, fired my bosses. Now I'm my own boss. And now I'm about to make more money than all of my, I guess, old coworkers. Because I'm literally putting myself in the positions like, yo, having more jobs don't mean you're making more money. You're not supposed to work harder in life. You're literally supposed to work smarter. Figure multiple, like she just said, figure multiple ways out to do one problem. Like me, like right now, I'm from Philly. How long does it take you to get to New York? Oh, if you take the turnpike, probably an hour and 45 minutes. If I take 1 and 9, it takes you 2 hours and 30 minutes. If I take 1 and 9 with 95, I can get there in like 2 hours and 10 minutes. That's 3 different ways to get to Philly to New York. I can get there and with the train, 2 hours and 45 minutes. If I'm on a motorcycle, I get that shit in like 40 minutes. That's 5 different ways to get to New York to Philly. Shit, let's add another one. 30 minutes if I'm taking a fucking jet. It's only that long because it's 15 minutes to fucking on board and off board, and you get there in like 5 minutes for real. But still, figure multiple ways out to get to your destination. That's it.
Listen, and notice that some are longer than the other. Like, no, like when I tell you, I should take a picture of it too. It was sometimes I have great days when these kids, they brains work. And sometimes I have days where I'm like, did y'all like run into the wall at recess? Like, did y'all play dodgeball with y'all heads? Stop it. Right? That's it. I'm like, yo, what? And the thing is though, right? It was a day, literally, it was a word problem. And there were 6 different ways that these kids came up with this problem. And when I was walking around to see how they solved it, I'm like, when you're done with it, write it on the board. When you're done with it, go write on the board. When you're done with it. And they literally, and I said, just circle it. They literally had they were breaking time apart and understanding fractions and understanding how these things were quartered and sent. And I'm just like, y'all peep. All right, bet. Like y'all get it. And that's when it came about, because it's one of my classes. One of my classes they sharp as hell too, but I'm like, y'all get it. And I said, I want y'all to understand this. This is life. This is the one problem, and everybody has a different solution. But which one worked for you? Which one did y'all? I said, look, and I said, which one did you resonate with? Like, which one did you do too? And there were ones where there's 6 different ways to get to that answer, and 3 people had the same way. 3 people thought the same way. Answer A, they chose this way. Then 2 other people agree with this person, and that's how they solve the problem. That's how you find out in life, really, how you resonate and how you're gonna figure out to get yourself out. Like, that's really what it was. And I'm sitting there in the back. They know me. They like, Miss Ricketts, I don't get up a lot, and I don't write on the board like that. They do that. I make them work. Them kids they was in home in the pandemic getting fat. They need all the exercise they can get.
It's like, Jacob, right on the board. You need some exercise, man.
You need to go walk real quick. Go stand up and write. I get them up, and I'm just like, yo, once you're able to tie that back, you've been learning this since young. Find a way, find what resonates with you, get to your destination, get there, and then understand that what steps you did to get there. Understand that your level is your level. Understand that your mindset has to change if you're going to get there, because whatever you're doing this. You're not going forward, you're doing this. And find what resonates with you. But you also got to get in the damn room.
Mm-hmm.
Bless you. You also got to get in the room.
Some way, somehow.
Somehow. You got to figure it out. Somebody said,
tap into fucking Sheeta's fucking MS book. Now you got in the Amex room for damn near free.
You got into part of the room. The book for people who don't fully want to invest in themselves all the way. The class is for people who's serious.
Ah, there you go. You need that class. Cause how many of these I got? I think I got like 5.
I told one of my students, I want your name on the front of the check, not the back. Work smarter. Exactly. So I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Yo, what's up, twin? Y'all gotta really get in these rooms. It's not a game no more, right? Y'all got the information, but these lives are dead, like straight up mentorships. Y'all go ahead and take that, and whoever resonates with you, go ahead and find that. Go type that in. The book been dropped. The Credit to Cash ebook dropped. You want to learn how to travel for free and not sit next to the toilet? You should have been bought that book, unless you like sitting next to toilets. If you like sitting next to toilets, then don't buy my ebook, because we are not kin.
You dropped the Hawaii one yet?
It's on the to-do list. See my to-do list on my desk? My to-do list, the first one, go live 4/17-ish. And then my joint was acting up always. I pulled through with that last text. I bet. Let's go. Pull up. I'm telling y'all, all my students running plays. They call me with their own plays.
Look, I ran a play for today from shit that she told me. There you go. Damn, wait, my address all up on here.
Don't pull that out there. Yo, go run the play. I'm hyped seeing Tua works in New Jersey. Wasn't even sure if it work out here. Tua works in New Jersey, not New York. Hell yeah. Y'all should have been tapped into Maurice. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Maurice is like people say I'm the plug. Maurice is the plug. He makes me an even more plug because I know him. Because I know him and he rock with me. I'm even a bigger plug because Maurice is really the plug. Like, this man he's a walking carbonated precious diamond right here. Just like, y'all don't even understand. And the crazy thing is, people understand value, right? People understand value. So like, when I'm gonna tell y'all a story, and I'm gonna end this live at 8:10 because I have to finish my budget, and I listen to music while I'm doing my budget. One of my friends, we went to school together. He's actually my Marriott plug. He's love. He does cars. He flips cars out in West Virginia, right? Is my boy. He was working at the Marriott, and he's the type of guy, he works hard. Like, when I say my boy, my dude Isaiah would freaking he would work, save his money, and pay his whole semester of school cash. Like, that's how, like, homeboy disciplined. Like, he will be like, nah, I ate peanut butter jelly sandwich for 6 months because I need to save, da-da-da. Like, homie is disciplined, right? He's working at the Marriott. He has a son. He has his rent, right? He's a single dad. He is killing it, right? But he's smart. Like you could tell when they sharp. And I don't want to say smart because smart can be book smart. He's sharp. There was this guy that owned a dealership. He owned like three GM finance, something like that. Like he's heavy into cars. And the guy would come there and my boy would always serve him drinks. Always serving drinks, having conversations. Get people look it up. They got money. They will talk to you. Okay. He always having conversations with him. The guy's like, yo, I want you to come work my thing. But he's not believing him because he's always coming in there drunk. Sometimes the rich people be drunk. I ain't gonna lie. They got liquor problem. They dead are alcoholics because they got so much goddamn time on their hand. They got time and money, right? So he's every day. He's like, yo, he would come in like every other day. And then especially on the weekends, he would come in and be chilling there and he would serve him drinks. He's like, yo, I want to hire you for do this and that. And Isaiah thought he was joking. Like he's like, yo, I thought he was bullshitting. So he left his card. Then he told the guy who was coming in drunk told his manager about him. Right? He's like, yo, I got this guy named Isaiah. He don't know it yet, but he gonna work for us. Dead ass to that. He don't know it yet, but he gonna work for me. This guy is sharp. Isaiah ended up calling the GM, said, yo, call my manager, call him. He ended up calling the other GM or whatever. And the guy was like, oh, this Isaiah, he been talking about you. So he thought he was bullshit. He was dead ass. They brought Isaiah in. They said, yo, typically when people come into our program and we show them how to do cars and how to get cars, they'll do 1 or 2, maybe 3 cars in their first 2-3 months. Like they'll do 3 cars a month in their first 2-3 months. Isaiah did 15.
Damn.
The next month he did 20. On and on since he started like 8-9 months ago. And he worked hard. He was working 2 jobs. That Marriott job was his night job.
Mm-hmm.
He was doing 15, 20. At one point he was doing over 25 to 30 cars 3-4 months in a row. The checks he was seeing, he was like, yo, I was making, at one point, Rashida, I was making $15,000 a month. And I would have to save for 6 months to get $15,000. Granted, he was already disciplined. So the discipline was there before he even started. And he's like, yo, in that room, that was the room that I get into now. They're all like, yo, how do we turn your bread into the bigger bag? Because, yo, I ain't gonna lie, rich people could see wit. They could see that. They could tell when somebody's sharp. And he sat down with me in my at my hotel room because he's still a plug for my Marriott joint, so I don't really pay for Marriott too. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. But we sat down for 3 hours. We was talking, and he's like, yo, da 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 da. And I started telling him what I'm doing. He's like, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's the season. We've been planting seeds since college. He said, who told me my discipline would have paid off for me like this? Because the guy didn't even know, like, he thought he was bullshitting. You go, and now, you know what he does? They flew him out to Arizona. They flew him out to Cali. They flew him out to Texas to train other sales on how to get the cars the way he's getting them. Because there's no way you started in 8 months. Your average pickup of vehicles is at least 22 cars a month.
Mm-hmm.
And he just started doing this.
I'm going to take that knowledge into a different field. Somebody gave him the information. He ran with it. He used that habit that he already had in place. Yeah, I know I got something against discipline, but neither here nor there.
No, we're not talking about, I know why you say discipline, because, you know, I got my mom used to toss my ass, you know.
But yeah, homeboy definitely got that habit in place, man.
Get that structure. He got that structure. And I'm just like, yo. And I've seen it from before. So now his mom, I think he ended up buying his mom a brand new car, like got it built out. His mom was like, I don't want it. And he's like, Mom, I'm giving you these keys. Stop playing with me. Don't think you don't deserve it either. Don't sit here and think you don't deserve it. Like, I don't deserve luxury. I deserve all that shit. I took it out. And if you think I'm being cocky, I'm not. I'm just not. I know my words are power, and I'm not gonna turn down something because you feel insecure about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna not boost myself up because me boosting myself up make you feel small. No, you need to boost yourself up too. Somebody tell me, yo, what up, big dog? I'm like, yeah, I'm big. Yeah, yeah. I ain't gonna say nah. You know, nah, but yeah, I received that. Thank you. $1 million shot. Now, Maurice, you a gem for the people. Get some people some gems before I get off this live because I got work to do. I got a list.
I gave them that gem already. They good. They
They
can
can
go
run
back
back. Nah,
rewatch
you
that.
know, give them some for the people. And I gotta go shopping.
What's the topic? What's the topic?
Yo, today we talked about real
Something
estate.
random.
We talked about this car gem. If I don't go back and rewatch this live on what Maurice and share this live out to y'all people, sheesh, y'all selfish. And we ain't selfish on this live. We're giving people.
Free. Actually, look, here's a gem for y'all. Click the link in my bio, tap on morning mindset call, and I see y'all niggas at 7 a.m.
It's in my bio. I make sure it's in my bio too, just in case I talk about it. You're not here. I just added it. It's the messenger link, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it too.
For right now, that is still free. That's your access to these rooms. Today, Ingrid, can you come over here actually and talk real quick on like something that you learned today from being in the room? Just like 2 minutes, because yeah, I need to hop off too. I still gotta do my work.
What we got stuff to do. I'm gonna bring Ingrid and Charlene if you here. What's up? What's up, girl?
Hi. Just got done walking the dog. That was like the best thing to listen to while I was walking the dog.
So Ingrid, from today's call, what did you take away from it? Just from you like getting access to the rooms as we were talking.
That Rashida is definitely going to be in my phone. That despite all the things that I know about credit and all the things that I know about like taking care of business, I'll say, there's still so much more to learn. And one of the things that, Marlon said, and I just recently read in Think and Grow Rich, is that if you have a mindset that you can do everything on your own and you got your own destiny and like you got this, you don't need anybody else, you are forgetting that like you might have the capacity to do all that, but masterminding, like getting around other people who really know their shit will get you there so much faster. There's like no need to take this, like there's a reason we are social beings. We love our tribes. We love being so like, because even from a very ancestral point of view, that's how people were able to live out the seasons. That's how they were able to like see the next day, eat the next day. And that's very primal. Like we should be leveraging that primal instinct of working with each other. So I unfortunately missed the piece of what you had, Maurice, so I will be watching this. I'm going to rewatch it during my walk in the morning. But, I was like, oh my God, we've been on the Zoom for almost 2.5 hours. Like, this morning. And I'm like, wow, like it went by so fast because there were so many gems and so much value in that call that I'm so happy that it's making me wake up at 5 a.m. because I do not like waking up that early. So,
but your
yeah.
day started off
Anyway.
right.
It sure did. Mm-hmm.
Look, since y'all both here real quick, look, the what we was doing on SBA called us today and approved us for something nice.
Something real nice.
Hey.
So nice.
Real nice.
I saw you guys flashing those Amexes, so now I got a to-do of like get with you to figure out how do I make the same thing happen. But I want mine to be black eventually.
Listen, that's what we growing to. Hold on. Ingrid. I didn't pull out everything, okay? I told you, me and Amex,
okay.
We're dating, okay? We're dating right now. We getting married. Hold on, I'm moving. Hold on. Come on, Maurice know what I'm doing right now, but I be keeping them tight.
Stacking them. Look, here's my black card for right now, though. Y'all see? It has nothing on it. Y'all wanna know why? Because this is my digital business card, though.
That's fire.
We about to start selling them joints too. So if I
The
need a
digital
digital business card, all I do, actually, I'm gonna show y'all right here. Y'all see this phone?
Yep.
Actually, what's
Is that
this?
the dot? Is that the dot?
Something like that. All right, so nothing. Damn it. How do you get rid of this? Nothing on the phone. Card, cool. Tap. Come on. I can
Come
never
on,
get this shit to
digital.
work the way I want. There we go. Link. Boom. Just like that.
Oh, y'all need that more.
Is it kind of link tree? Do you have a kind of link tree? Like, here's all the ways to contact me, or like, hey, if you got a JV deal, send it to me this way.
Yeah, so I use something called direct.me. It's it's the same thing as Linktree, but it just allows me to actually collect payments through my website. So if you need I suggest getting that too. Click the link in bio, scroll down. It will say get your own direct.me that page. She's just collecting them.
This is
I'm not
gold.
lying. I need that plum still, yo.
This is purple. This is personal. How much was that?
5?
7.
Oh, how much? 7? Oi. Nice.
We married.
Yeah.
Listen,
Come fly out and see me in Arizona.
I will. I like, where you at, Scottsdale?
No, I'm in Chandler.
That's great. I'll be there. Just fly it away. It's warm. You know
Right
what
on.
you know. I'm all about connecting. Listen, Amex wants to give you, I'm gonna tell you right now, these banks want to give you that money. So like, don't sit here and think they don't want to. They can't make the money
Hey,
themselves.
but I'm only in those low 800s. I'm just kidding.
My bad. You just gonna keep saying this?
I'm on, you know.
No, you know what I was going to tell you though, because I could only tell that was not the Experian. When I went to log into a different credit card that gave me Experian, it's lower than that. So I thought that was weird that there's such a large discrepancy.
They are, I'm gonna tell you, you will have variant. That's because that people report differently. They report to different areas.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yes, I'm gonna do my budget. Yes, I'm coming. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
paid off my student loan, and that's where I saw it go down.
Which is dumb, right? That's
Yeah.
so stupid, right? I know.
But that's also because I took money out of my checking, right? So like that, my savings.
I'm gonna tell you why, and this is why I said the credit score is stupid, and it doesn't, like, your score doesn't matter, but you definitely want your score to be up there. But your score will tell you a lot about you, and as long as you're over 780s, you're in Sweetville. 8's even sweeter, right? The reason why your score dropped is because your student loan account was probably old as hell, right?
Yeah, super old.
Super old, and it was holding the age of your report.
Ah.
And once you paid it off, it closed.
Yeah.
And now
there's like 5 of them that closed.
That old ass account dropped it made your average go younger.
Drop all the way down.
So now you could have had an account for 20 years, and your next account is only 10 years old, right? So that 20 years is making your credit report look super aged and veteran. Those 20 years drop off, and now your next credit account ain't for 10 years. Your age went from 20 years to 10 years. That's why your score fell. Not because you did something good and got yourself out of debt, which is what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
But because you
like
paid
legitimately,
yeah. Because you paid off a positive account and it closed, and now your score went younger. They like old scores. They want you to keep that student loan on there. They want you paying, and they want you doing all that interest and all that other stuff. Your face look fine, girl.
I'm old as fuck, you know? All right. I was like, I'm old as fuck. Like, what else do they need?
That's what they want, which don't make any sense. That's why I said this is no rules. Because if that made sense, if I pay off an account, my score should go up, but my score would drop. What game are they playing? This game ain't for me. So guess what? Game the system. F them.
Yeah.
I should keep up. Man, please. Ingrid, you are a gem. Look at this. I just keep meeting these people. God has been blessing me in ways. My wealth right now is in people heavy. My wealth is in people
Amen.
heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I already told 2 people I met so far. I said, you're going to make me $1 million. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you're going to make me $1 million. She looked at me and said, I said, you better say, yeah, you will. Because if you make me $1 million, that means you made 10. So just know that you're
Hey,
going to make me $1 million.
I may give you at least a 10%. I
I said, if you made
got
me $1 million,
I got a couple deals.
exactly. If you made me $1 million, you made 10 mil.
Hey, if you're the bank, lend to me because I got a couple projects that I may have a need for a private money lender.
You know what's crazy, Maurice? I'm dead setting up, 4 LLCs for this right now. I'm setting up straight funding LLCs.
Hey, did Maurice teach you the way to do it though, so that you're all connected to a trust and it doesn't mess with like you're anonymized?
Do
So
you know I
you
have?
have straight anon.
Did she know? Yo, Ingrid, you got my
Yeah.
number. This is. I told
Ingrid,
you.
so one reason I've been I'm gonna break this down. So y'all know I'm in sub two. So sub two is real big on real estate, and we were big on all the ways to get real estate. Me and Sheeta's in RPX. RPX is real big on financial literacy in a whole. Financial
Mm-hmm.
literacy in a whole. Pace is a dope individual because he told us a whole trust system and breakdown.
Mm-hmm.
RPX is a whole 10 times on pace on that financial literacy breakdown.
getting that bag
So
off the bat.
I'm basically meeting my personal. I'm being stingy about this. I'm really being selfish. Why? Because I got a mission in plan in mind, where I'm meeting the 2 roles together. I got all my credit people together. I got all my real estate people together. We're gonna sit down and talk. We're gonna see how we can conquer the road. Buy up these 50
Mm-hmm.
acres in a mule. Shit,
2
we just
mules.
what? Two. We need
2
10.
mules.
We need 10.
Okay. So what I'm hearing you say is that because I'm in the in crowd though, right? Because we're on that morning mess, right? Like you're gonna share some of that.
You in our community now.
Hey,
You
So you're
gotta
okay.
get
bearing the
what. This is
fruit
what we've
of
been
what
saying. You
we
gotta be in the
we
room.
we bear. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I actually have to call a seller soon to figure out if he's gonna let me um buy his property. You got budget to do and
I
listen to
do
your
got budget
music.
to do. Listen, mommy. Yo,
And
see.
then Maurice, don't forget that I gave you a car ride home way out of my way when you were here for that mastermind because I'm a kind individual. So whatever information you want to share with me, I got big old ears for a reason.
Of course, of course. I never forget, Ingrid. Thank you. I appreciate that too.
All right.
Yo, Ingrid. I see you in the morning, girl.
Okay.
All right. Yo, look. I'm 10 minutes over. Maurice, it's
We
been
just had
great
the
as
K-pop
always.
on. Look. Yeah, I gotta get off too.
I gotta get off. You told me 5 minutes. I roped you in for 35. Yes, sir.
Look, yeah. I'm trying. I gotta do my goals too. I still gotta go over my budget for the rest of the week.
I gotta do my budget right now. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I gotta look
Hey,
right now.
I need
Right
to peep.
now.
This one came in today. Yeah, y'all can see this. Oh,
Oh, that's MMT.
still
Whew.
debit, but just came in today,
You
so
gotta
that
get
means
in the
that
door
credit
with
is
them too.
following right behind. Yeah. Oh, they may be coming out to the fucking meetup next week.
Who?
It was like, what do you do? MNT. The whole the fucking people there. It's like, oh yeah, we would love to come out
Wait. Which
and like
meetup?
speak at your events. My real estate meetup
Oh, we gotta get them at both.
on the 17th or the 20th too.
We getting Banks in
But
the
it's
room?
like, I'm trying to build these relationships, man. I need to be in all these doors. I need them to invite me to their special events, their black tie affairs and shit.
Yo, look. Maurice got the info on his real estate meetup in Jersey. We got the morning meetup calls. It's on my link. It's on my calendar joint on my link tree. It's in his bio. Get in there. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. If y'all think these conversations on the live is lit, morning calls are lit too. But watch when we in the any meeting we have, we like 7 to 10. Nah, I'd be 7 to 2 a.m. Yawning, still chatting. The idea come when you yawning. All right. I'm gonna tell y'all facts. Just go ahead, tap that in. If you're in the wrong coast, then just get on the morning call. Right now, Maurice got it for free. Hop on 7 a.m. Get your mindset right for the morning. I ain't gonna lie, Marlon then turned it up. Cause sometimes there was about 2 days I woke up not in the mood. And after the affirmation and after the mindset switch, that quote or that saying, whatever it was, that kind of switched it for me. I'm like, I don't know, I'm playing myself. I'm gonna have a great day regardless. And I tell my students too, like, I'm not no puppet. Nobody can control my mood. I control my mood. So if I control my mood, I can turn it off and on. So even if I don't want to be in it, guess what? I turned it on today. It was a day I was dead tired. Y'all would never know on the live because I control me. Nobody else control me. Yo, first of all, Nate Hayes, you're getting on this live one day when you don't come on when I'm about to come off because
That's what I'm saying.
she
Like
thought she was gonna sneak on here with a 100. If I wasn't getting off here right now, I would snatch you up here, and this live would be even more lit. We gotta do the affirmations before we leave. I'm sorry. All right, that's how we close it up. Thank you, Alexis. Thank you. We definitely gotta do the affirmations we gotta do it 9 times too. We don't do all 18 lines. We do just the money. Unless you got it. Maurice. You got the whole thing because it's on my phone.
Yeah, I got them all.
It's on my phone. You could
Paste it here.
copy and paste it right there. I'm gonna pin it.
Oh, that's what I like. Oh, damn, it's
Affirmations popping. It's too long. Cut it up. I'll pin it. I'll pin half of it. I still know it though. We gonna do it 9 times. Yup. 9 times. 369. 9 times. I ain't gonna lie. That book I got, Project 369, that's only fire. I like it. Yep. All right, he got it right here. His pen. You got both of them?
Yeah.
All right, here it is. All right, just do me a favor, y'all. Don't write nothing in the chat yet because it's gonna be right here at the bottom, and I can't pin both of them. All right, we gotta say this 9 times. Y'all ready? Let's go. You know why? I started to finish my budget, and you know I had some food earlier, and then low-key gave me the itis. But you know I got on the live. I got dumb energy.
Yeah, I got 30 minutes to an hour left in me before I go knock the fuck out.
Oh no, I'm gonna be up to 11. I'll tell you right now. All right, bet. Let's go. So I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. I am a money magnet.
Money magnet.
Money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever increasing amounts. I am loved. I am blessed. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. That's 1. 2.
It's a lot.
I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day and in every way, I'm getting better and better. I am a money magnet. Money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever increasing amounts. I am loved. I am blessed. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. Get hot every time. Let's go. That's 3. That's 2. Let's go to 3. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. I am a money magnet. Money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever increasing amounts. I am loved. I am blessed. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. That's 3. Let's go 4. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day and in every way, I'm getting better and better. I am a money magnet. Money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever increasing amounts. I am loved. I am blessed. Today is a
Today
great
is a
day,
great
and
day,
I
and I
expect great
expect
things to
great
happen
things to happen
to
to
and for
and
me.
for me.
That's 4. Let's go 5. I am
I
healthy,
am wealthy,
wealthy, and
wealthy, and
wise.
wise.
Every
Every
day
day
and in
and
every
every
way,
way,
I'm getting
I'm
better
getting
and
better
better.
and better.
I
I
am a
am
money
a
magnet.
money magnet.
Money
Money
flows to
flows
me
to me
easily,
easily,
frequently,
frequently,
abundantly, and in
abundantly,
ever
and ever
increasing
increasing
amounts.
amounts.
I am
I
loved.
am loved.
I am
I am
blessed.
blessed.
Today is a
Today
great
is a
day,
great
and I
day,
expect
and
great
I
things
expect
to
great
happen
things to
to
happen
and
to
for me.
and for me.
That's 5. Let's go
Right.
6. I am
I
healthy,
am healthy,
wealthy, and
wealthy, and
wise.
wise.
Every day
Every
and in
day
every
and
way,
every
I'm
way,
getting
I'm
better
getting
and
better
better.
and better.
Money flows to me easily,
Easily,
frequently,
frequently,
abundantly, and in
abundantly,
ever
and ever
increasing
increasing
amounts.
amounts.
I am
I
loved.
am loved.
I am
I am
blessed.
blessed.
Today is a
Today
great
is a
day,
great
and
day,
I
and I
expect great
expect
things to
great
happen
things to
to
happen
and
to
for
and
me.
for me.
That's 6. Let's go 7. I am healthy,
I am healthy,
wealthy, and
wealthy, and
wise.
wise.
Every day
Every
and in
day and
every way,
every
I'm
way,
getting
I'm
better
getting
and
better
better.
and better.
I am
I
a
am
money
a
magnet.
money magnet.
Money flows
Money
to me
flows to me
easily,
easily,
frequently,
frequently,
abundantly, and in
abundantly,
ever
and in ever
increasing
increasing
amounts.
amounts.
I am
I am
loved.
loved.
I am
I am
blessed.
blessed.
Today is a
Today is a
great day,
great day,
and I
and I
expect
expect
great things to
great
happen
things to
to
happen to
and
and
for
for
me.
me.
That's 7. Let's go 8.
I
I
am healthy,
healthy, wealthy, and
wealthy, and
wise.
wise.
Every
Every
day
day,
and in every
every
way, I'm
way,
getting
I'm
better
getting
and
better
better.
and better.
I am
I
a money
am a
magnet.
money magnet.
Money flows to
Money
me
flows to me
easily,
easily,
frequently,
frequently, and
abundantly, and
abundantly,
in ever
and in ever
increasing
increasing
amounts.
amounts.
I am
I am
loved.
loved.
I am
I
blessed.
am blessed.
Today is a great
Today is
day,
a great day, and I
and I
expect
expect
great
great
things to
things to
happen
happen
to
to
and
and
for me.
for me. That's 8. Last one. Last one. I'm hot. I get
Put some
hot.
energy on this one.
Last one. Y'all don't even need to. Y'all should know it. I am
I am
healthy,
healthy,
wealthy, and
wealthy, and
wise.
wise.
Every day
Every
and in
day and
every way,
every way,
I'm
I'm
getting
getting
better
better
and better.
and better.
I
I
am
am
a money
a
magnet.
money magnet.
Money flows to
Money
me
flows to me
easily,
easily,
frequently,
frequently, and
abundantly,
abundantly,
and in
and in
ever
ever
increasing
increasing
amounts.
amounts.
I am
I
loved.
am loved.
I am blessed.
I am blessed.
Today is a
Today is
great
a
day,
great day,
and I
and I
expect
expect
great things to
great
happen
things to happen
to and
to and
for me.
for me. Let's go. Bird, 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 bird.
Brr, brr, brr. 9. I appreciate y'all always hopping on the lives. Maurice, I appreciate y'all too. Look, guys, look. Credit to cash class, been drop. All right. See our affirmations. When we come on here, if I forget Alexis she gonna remind me. I know she gonna remind me. Listen. It's very important that you guys start implementing, start taking action. Like the pastor said
Who
on
just
it
popped
earlier.
on?
Yo, how Marlon just hop on? We just finished, bro.
At the very last one,
We just
you
finished the
pop on.
affirmations.
Bro,
You
what's
hop
good
on
with you,
right
man?
after Marlon. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, yo, like the way that things are going right now, like, geez, Louise, Marla, I ain't gonna lie to you. We're gonna be on her for exactly 30 more seconds, but I'm gonna pull you up in and put me. By the time you finish loading, I'm saying good night. All right.
So, yeah.
I appreciate you. You just missed it, bro. You dead just missed it. He felt it. Somebody was talking about him. His ear was itching like crazy.
Text message was, where the phone call was. Like, I'm really trying to figure out.
I'm telling you. We're going though. I appreciate yo. Maurice got this call going. This man is a gem. At like he's the plug. When you plug something in, you get power. That's where you need to go. Marlon is the mindset guy. If you guys are interested in that call, it's in all of our bios. Go ahead, follow each person on here and go get that. That morning call is powerful. You got to get your mindset right for the day. Credit if you're trying to learn how to leverage these cards. Stop playing. Get the ebook. Stop playing. Get the ebook. You trying to figure out what I'm doing? Stop playing. Get the ebook. What's the power in your wallet? Ebook there. The class is there. You got to get in the room. You got to get in the room. And all these rooms are popping. All right? They're popping. I'm not going to sit here. You think a live is popping? Imagine when I think you serious.
Matter of
When I
fact,
take
you got me 6,500 this morning.
this morning.
No inquiry, no hard inquiry. I was just like, what?
Imagine when I take you serious. The lives is cool. You listen to me. You can listen to me all day. It's TV. Imagine when I take you serious. And I'm like, oh, bet. I don't know something, but my friends do favors for me. My friends do favors for me. Yo, I got somebody. They need this. Can you help them out? Yo, anything for you, Sheik? Thank you. Tevin said it earlier. The only reason why he gonna do this is because I asked him. Somebody else would have asked him. He said no. Get in the room. Build these relationships. That's it. Sheeta 3 out. Good night. Maurice, I love you. See you in the morning. Marlon, I love you. See you in the morning. I love y'all. I love myself. Have a good night. I got to do my budget. We out. Alexis, I appreciate you always, girl.